Alazar! Nindot lagi na ang cover sa imong maleta.
Kini? Kini
Oh,
akong maleta? Ang cover?
oh, kana.
Kay mao ka asa ni gikan?
Asa?
None other than serialknitter.ph. Nayda.
Wala that, pero okay ra. Take 4.
Zar, nindot lagi kayo na imuhang top sa atong beach trip.
Kini? Akong top? Sa atong
Yeah.
beach trip? Kay mao ka asa ni
Yes.
gikan?
Asa man?
Crochet ba yan ni?
Oh my
Nindot
gosh,
kayong
ang sama ng crochet. Rio, kay bakang sa ng crochet? Di ba mao man na ang kanang murag mag-knitting ka? Di ba, Neil?
Udo, I'm glad you asked. Nipalit kog mouse na wireless. Unya karon na ako'y sudlanan.
What? Ano?
Magic!
Wow!
Gikuha ako ni sa Serial Knitter PH.
Sama na makita
No?
ang serial knitter PH.
Nana sila sa Instagram. So if nakikailangan ng mga ingani, kanang soft kaayo nga, oh shit, who left?
DJ Spider ka tao.
If kailangan ka mga ingani, adto ni Serial Knitter PH sa Instagram and use our code SUGARKNITTER10 and then you can get like discount codes to anything you want. So hit her up sa Instagram at Serial Knitter PH. All right.
Yay!
Shout out Serial Knitter! Let's go!
Okay. Welcome back to another episode of the Sugarhouse podcast. And right now, if you're listening on Spotify, we are also on YouTube and we are on video now. So you can see
Yes.
us with our dazzling makeup. Look at that.
Now, you're missing out if you're not on our YouTube channel.
So if you can, just try to subscribe or something. And for this episode, if wala pa ka kita, we have our two very special guests. Like, dugay na kayo ni giplan. Way overdue. But we finally got them here. People behind BRAINFARTS podcast, see Lyss and Zarah.
And Zarah.
Okay.
Brought our own sound effects. They came prepared.
They're really prepared. We also did this in a previous episode sa BRAINFARTS, so check that out.
Yeah.
So guys, do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Okay, you go first, Dayot.
Hi, I am Alisa.
Alisa?
Awkward. I am one half of BRAINFARTS, and to tell you more about BRAINFARTS is the other half.
Okay, here's Zarah.
Hello! Hi! Wow, that sounded so like Pinoy TV. Hello!
Hi, cooking show.
Hi! I'm
Magandang
Zarah.
umaga.
Magandang umaga. I'm Zarah, the other half of BRAINFARTS. Where do I begin with what BRAINFARTS is? So, basically, it's just Lyss and I talking about everything and nothing. And I'm just reading our bio from our Spotify account. But yeah,
so familiar. Practice.
our pod is just everything. We talk about everything and it's always chaotic. There's never a day where it's smooth sailing, you know? There's just always a surprise. So.
Yeah, but I think that's for me personally, I'm a fan, like a big fan. And when I listen to you guys,
Appreciate that.
I really love that chaotic energy, which really,
Aww.
made me really like drawn to the whole podcast. And
Aww.
yeah, I feel like if you've been listening to this podcast, our podcast ni Rio, we've been,
Always
shouting
plugging.
out.
Mhm.
We just love them.
Oh, yeah.
And history. Kay,
Yeah.
I discovered them sa Instagram. Like somebody shared it. I think in your friend si Paula, the red flags. Yeah. So
Great episode.
I saw that one. I mean, I listened to that one, and then pag humarap kami, no, like I didn't know you guys, pero like interesting kayo. Okay, I'm just listening to kind of ganing red flag relationships ninyo, and yeah, these are the people I don't even know. Then I went back to episode 1 and just listening. Yeah, I told you guys, di ba, pag first na to nga na chika kay nangadto mi og somewhere asa ganito Rio sa Asturias, and then ako download inyong like I think 8 episodes pa to. So then I listened to it the whole trip. So nakoy kuyog niya. I think you guys were talking about Gossip Girl and all that.
Wow! We
Thank
appreciate
you.
that, Neil.
Actually,
I swear. Like Alisa and I going into our first episode, we're like, okay, for sure, we're just gonna have like 5 listeners, and we were expecting it was just our friends, like just within like I don't know, our friends.
Yeah, the circle.
And
na,
then
diba?
when you told us,
Yeah.
like when I first heard the first episode of Sugarhouse, and again, like if you listen to our Sugarhouse guesting pod on BrainFarts,
You
Yeah.
better.
we also mentioned I found out about you guys through another friend, si Keith.
Mhm.
So I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. Like, you're such good friends. And then I heard he shouted brain farts. And I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell that anonymous story.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Haven't heard that pod sa ilaha. For our listeners.
yeah, and then I think what really like made the bridge like this kay namino ko sa podcast nila, I think ito Let's Vote episode, and then nagtambag or nayabag, and I was nadubli ilang episode, so I was like,
Yeah.
and I know about tambag or nayabag. I wanna like ganan ko mo submit before, pero kana ganing mauwaw ko, but like now I have a reason to actually connect, or like
Yeah.
I have a reason to say hi. I was like, hey guys, I think dubli yung
Oh
episode.
my God, Neil. Imagine if you didn't. Like, we would have not noticed it at
we
all.
would have
Like,
just gone on.
we would have just been like, oh, well, another episode, you know?
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, it's like a 3-hour long episode with like 50 minutes of silence after. Imagine.
Yeah. So kana
Kaya kabang nayabagan.
Thank you. Yeah, kami dyan ang nayabag.
okay.
Yeah.
Kami dyan ang nayabag, honestly.
Okay, I
Oh
think
my God.
typical Sugarhouse podcast, we ask, Rio and I, we keep asking ourselves like, how was your day? But now you guys are here. I feel like we should start with you, Lyss. How was your day?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Gosh, nagyayas day out ko today. I went to Ayala for the first time in so long.
Yeah.
And I got to eat at the restaurant. And lami jud ang grilled.
Liz, we can't hear you.
Come back.
Sa lemongrass.
Grilled what?
Oh, lemongrass?
Grilled me. Oh my. Grilled pork spare rib.
Oh, shalan.
Oh. I'm FOMO.
It's good. That's the only thing I get
Yeah.
sa lemongrass. But then, mo to, nag-grocery me and then dali ko uli because rush ed me pod today.
Oh no, she's choppy.
Fine.
Oh, okay.
Is it choppy?
Yeah, it's fine. We got the gist.
It's
though.
fine.
Yeah.
We got the gist.
Okay.
Context
Okay.
clues.
Okay.
Yes. So about that rush edit, would you want to expound more as to why?
Okay. So, I mean, our July schedule has just chaotic because
Let's go.
I hate what's happening
this.
right now.
Can I just say you are the real MVP of our podcast, because first of all, it was a clutch recording, as in like I expected to record it after work and I ended work at like 6 a.m. And
Yeah.
then a brown out pa jud for like 6 hours.
Oh my god.
So I was like, okay, if we're not gonna record today, I guess it's fine. I don't know if it's fine. Then milagro, nibalik ang kuryente. Yeah, pag-record na mo, I was already sabaw. I was probably awake for 18 hours already
Oh shit.
and more. So I was so
Yeah.
sabaw. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna upload it right now. I'm gonna go upload it in the G Drive right now so I won't forget it. Confident pa kay ko. Super confident. Kunya,
Super confident.
mind you, take note, I fell asleep at 6 p.m. Doha time. And then Alisa woke up at 3? 8 a.m. Philippines time. So that's 3 a.m. here. So I was obviously knocked out, KO. And then she chatted and she was like, oh, are you sure you uploaded? Yeah, pag-check na ko, I uploaded
not
the
there.
wrong file. Because I just looked for, since our episode name is Trendy Topics of the Week, I just saw whatever started with letter T and just uploaded it. I was like, okay, whatever. Letter T, mauna ni. Yeah, pag-check na ko, I uploaded a Tambag or Nayabag episode.
Oh.
And I was like, oh. So the next time I tried to upload it, wala siya na-upload because my storage was full in G Drive. So thank you, Alisa Lorraine Dayot, for coming in clutch for today's
MVP.
pod. I can't.
We
The clutch
tried
pod.
to record a super not
Yeah, something chill, diba? Something
be
casual
edited
lang. Yeah, and then it just ended up completely we needed to cut out so much stuff. At one point I was talking to my flatmate because she just walked in and then it was just she didn't know what I was doing. She doesn't know that I have a pod. I was like, and then a maintenance guy called. It was
Oh my god.
it was a lot. There was a lot of things
Yeah.
happening.
Very
So
chaotic.
thank you. Yeah.
that
Alisa is the
that
MVP.
call is in the pod, because we just started recording and we were like, oh, okay, we're getting in our groove.
I was like,
And
hello,
then you
guard.
literally hear her phone ringing, and I just continue talking. I was like, okay, you know what? Well, Zara answers that phone call.
I was on my earphone on one ear and the phone in one ear, and Alisa was just like, okay, so we're blah blah blah. I'm like, guard, and then Alisa blah blah blah.
Wait,
Check
so
that out, guys. That's crazy.
while nag-record mo sa podcast, you're calling someone else pod.
Yes.
Oh
And
my god.
that call is still in the podcast.
What did me nag-pause? What did me nag-pause? What me nag-cut?
You can
she just
faintly hear her in the background.
yeah. It was just
That's
wow.
wild.
Yeah.
She's the MVP. She comes in clutch. And it's completely uncharacteristic of Alisa because she likes to have a plan and I am type BF. Let's do it if it's clutch
Yeah.
Sige.
But it's good though,
And I
at
regret it
least,
after.
with the whole
Yeah.
your episode right now. Di ba late na mo naka-upload? I think I haven't even listened. I
Yeah,
just woke up that
super
time.
late. What we just
Just
uploaded it
now.
now.
Yeah.
7 p.m. and we usually upload it 8 a.m.
Yeah.
And then I said, you know what? It doesn't matter. I mean, we're casual. It's part of the
Si Neil naman ang
charm.
strict mangita sa pod.
Yeah,
Message siya, wa palagi yung pod.
Grabe si...
Hala!
Ako kay,
I love that.
Exclamation
I
point.
love,
Dili, yun.
no,
I love
wa palagi may
that.
upload today.
Grabe jud ka.
I always ask nicely.
Pwede ikaw na lang ang producer Neil. We need someone like you. Karang produ. Grabe kayo produ. Grabe na jud.
Di jud maningil
I
jud
love
siya.
Neil's. Neil is
yun.
such a loyal listener.
Loyalist.
I love.
Brainfarts loyalist.
Grabe. Let's go.
Thank you.
Dili man good kay. It's not demanding ko, okay? Pero,
May nakabidyo mi naka-side eye mi tanan.
oh my God, bitaw sa makalimot ko. This is going on YouTube. But, I listen to you guys at work niya. I don't really talk to my workmates. So, when I listen to work, I just have these friends and then they're just talking. Sometimes I don't even get it, what you're talking about. But haha, itaw. Yeah. Ikaw, Rio, how was your day? I mean, both of us, we just woke up.
Yeah, we just woke up pero pag kadlawon like ning ana man si Neil na kuan kanang alam mo dagan ko niya ako kay sige pwede ra ta magkuyog kinami na pa man ko brain farts. Hoy, shout out brain farts. And yeah. So
Shout out,
shout out. Woo! Asa na sila karon? We don't know.
I don't know.
Asa sila? We don't know. Pasa ka-upload og katarong, you know. Anyway. Kanang
Was that a pig?
whoa, dili. Come on. This is my story. Anyway. Kanang pag-abot ni Neil mga alas 4 kapin. Sumuto, we went up for a run.
Yeah.
Kami dito sa Ayala.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Wait, in the morning.
Yeah.
Or sa kadlawon.
Wow.
There's
I went to work pag 6 man.
I
Yeah.
love it.
And then I was like, Rio, I'm gonna run. Do you wanna run with me? And yeah, mata pa man ka pag abot na ko.
Yeah.
So we went out. And yeah, funny kito kay nagdagan mi. We were walking, nag-warm up mi niya. While nag-walk mi, kay we were pre-prod ko no mi.
Pre-prod, like while we were talking, like, this is our talking point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pro.
uy, akong favorite part ato no kay kita mi ni Dougie. Okay. Okay.
Yo, you chika.
So wag guan ga warm up mi adto ni ana si Neil. Unsa na mura siya galakaw na pan na nagalakaw niya. It's mura siya pag na Dashan na murag pag hybrid niya. Gan nakatas ang iyang legs niya dako mo. Yung like, oh shit, di me sure it's Dashan siya, pero we're pretty sure nakalibangon to, kaya urag padung na gagawin.
Yeah, ang weird mo good. He's giving the space man good na kanang unsa man good. Are you gonna touch me or not?
Constipated.
Like, sige mo check tanaw na mo. Like, so, are you gonna touch me or not? So, like, kami said kay, di me sure, kay na owner, and then like, we don't wanna impose. So, we just started walking. But like, he cute. But yeah, like, that was kind of nice. Nanagan.
Yeah. Nanaga mi, in fairness mo to, ang first time na naka, like, tuyok 1 km to, no?
More than a km.
More than a km, like, straight.
Wow, look at you guys.
And this is jogging with a friend.
Yeah.
That's fun. Wow, I'm jealous.
Good job, you two.
Good job.
Yeah,
What a nice way to start your day.
Yeah, or end the
Yeah,
day.
pat on the back.
Kayo, and
the day.
kuan kanang pag mata na mo mga alas 4 na to sa hapon ning gawas ko para mukaon and then ning palit ko og wine. We have wine right now. Let's cheer up.
Yeah. Cheers, bro.
And then makeup sessions.
Cheers.
Yes. Wait, can I just say I
cheers
love
my
my
water?
guys' look.
You guys have water. Okay, let's cheers.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Sulod ako.
Yarok man dyan.
Sulod. Wait, sulod.
And that was my day. That was my day. Now I'm having a chaotic podcast with BRAINFARTS.
Welcome. Sorry, not welcome. Why am I doing it again? I'm doing it in Diode. I'm thinking God.
No, it's okay. You can hijack anytime.
Yeah.
This is basically a collab.
God. Wait, can I just say, like, we're so happy to be here, right? We forgot to say that. We're so happy to be here. This is our first guesting. You guys, like, nobody, like, you guys are our first, this is our first guesting of our lives.
Exclusive.
You guys are the first. Like, thank you. Like, we've never been guested before. Like, what? We've always been the host.
Yeah.
But never the...
Wow.
Yeah.
Right?
Never.
And can I also say, like, shout out first to their eye look. I'm loving the eye makeup today. Neil is giving me highlighted corners of the eye with and Rio is just shining. Musino, Jude! Like, what is that? Like, I'm wearing Fenty and, like, you can't even see it. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Rio's shiny, shimmering, splendid. Oh, it's so nice.
Let's all take, let's close to the camera and let's all appreciate our eye makeup. Come on.
Oh my God, it's like so bad.
Come on, Lens. Come on. Uy, Troy, kayo. Oh, look at that gradient.
Yeah, look at that gradient. Oh, wow.
My eyelids.
Yeah, later, after. Look at this palette, dude. It's crazy.
Look at that.
Wow. What palette is that?
I don't know. Kay Asil ni.
Sana.
I just go wild,
Is it
dude.
ColourPop?
Is it? Can you do like
Dude, that's
a
so nice.
beauty guru?
Can you do a
Color board.
Wow.
Shout out.
Color board.
Shout out.
Shout out. Is that Anastasia?
I don't know. Beauty glazed color board. I don't see brand any.
Wow.
Just color
Is
board.
Beauty Glaze the
Good.
brand?
I'm not sure, dude.
Or is
Maybe-
it Colorboard? Is it the Colorboard palette? I feel like Colorboard palette.
Nice. Kuya wa, oy. Napay 3 layers. Mura siya
Lagi?
ka ng pencil box nga like flex
Oh.
kayo.
Well, and shout out
It's
sa
so
imong
fun.
eyeliner, Neil. Kay mo ko na,
Yeah,
urag di
it's
pa siya
really-
tukong.
Yo,
Pero-
I'm trying. It's my first time.
Feeling my Cleopatra fantasy.
I'm
I
trying,
love
dude.
it.
Yeah.
She's serving a look.
Kabuk
Sis is
struggle kayo
serving
mag-eyeliner
a
alone,
look.
ha?
Grabe.
Like,
Nain kayo ang spark. Yeah.
I love it. Musinaw jud siya. Like, it really popped.
Oo.
But lang ato while he was
Yeah.
putting on my
Dali naman
eyeliner.
mag-eyeliner once.
While he
Yeah.
was putting on my eyeliner ba kay ang iyang kamot nasa akong nasa akong naw niya, ang buhok sa iyang kuan ba iyang finger kay nasa akong Pag na may extra sir.
Do it yourself, bitch.
Experience. It's an
I
experience.
cannot.
Bro, yeah. Oh my god, this is so
I love
chaotic.
it.
Bro, I'm so happy nga you guys are so down to
Stop
do
it.
this. Kay, you know,
Yeah.
Of course.
kay we really wanna look pretty.
Damn.
I
I've
love
not
makeup,
worn makeup
so
in
much.
so long.
So I'm
I
so
love
down.
that you love makeup.
Yeah,
Say,
I think.
si Neil, nag-take yun siya og leave.
Yes. MVP. This is our MVP
For
right
this
here.
day.
This guy.
Maikog na jud ko. Maikog na
As
ko,
in, I was
Neil.
like,
Thank
you didn't have to do
Wow.
that. Thank you.
Yeah, I would
Grabe.
gladly do this after work. You don't have to.
That's
Gosh,
okay. It's your
guys.
rest day, and then you know, I don't mind. I don't mind. We've been meaning to do this in a long time, so it's good, you know, to finish it, to wrap it up.
Yeah,
And-
we're so glad.
Aganahan siya mahuman na Zara. So out na ta.
Wow.
Exit.
Thank you, Horde.
Ayaw
So,
make
thank you for having us. You
Una
na
na
nami.
Kapag
Have a good
ikaw-
night,
Ikaw-
one and all.
Yung mo.
No. I know for a fact this isn't going to be the only time, right?
Yep.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Aww.
Yes. I'm excited. I'm so happy to be here, you guys. Like I'm a wow. I was looking forward to
Okay,
this day.
That's good. I think
And-
one. Isa man. Go Rio.
Padungta ko mo, kuan lang mo, ingon sa ilahan na they have been the most supportive, like, people.
That is true.
Like, not just as a podcast, but as people, but like, every time nami ipo sa kuan, sa social media, or if nami bago na podcast, they're always like, i-plug sad sa ilaha, and we do the same for them.
Yeah.
Kay, that's too kind. Speaking
Yeah.
of kindness, you guys are too kind.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really Like we get so happy when
Thank
you guys
you.
like support.
I mean, genuinely, we enjoy your content.
God, we genuinely, I swear, like, and I was telling Alisa this yesterday when we were recording. I was like, you know, smart kay sila Neil and Rio nga nakathink sila silang pod art because every episode they could just bullet point their talking points, and then for me, I'm like, wow, I have to like squeeze in like hour and more worth of episode topics into just
Yeah.
a line, and it's never enough, and I just like, oh, this is genius, and you know, you guys have the best pod art
thank you.
ever.
Hey, speaking of pod art,
Ever.
aesthetic.
Oh, kilig ko adto niingon si Kyle ba nga ganaan siya sa mga
Yeah,
branding, like
Kyle
what?
was like, he really DM'd me and he replied, he was like, I really love their pod art, and it's amazing. Yeah.
Kyle and Manny po.
Shout out to Kyle and Manny.
Shout out,
to
man,
Kyle.
kids.
Toxic ilang mga
Let's
boys.
go.
Rio ha.
Okay, ay, sorry. Like, ako siya gitatan si Lyss ba na, Lyss, i-appeal ko og baligya sa inyong podcast, B, please.
You. Lagi.
Let's go.
We will do another sash.
Pero karon kay
You're
video
part
naman
of
ta.
the-
You're seeing this,
Yeah.
Rio.
Ay, sa?
The beautiful
Hi.
Rio.
Hi,
Oh,
guys.
she's
Guys.
gorgeous. I love.
Don't miss
Rio's so
out on this
beautiful.
opportunity.
Yeah, this.
Oh shit.
No.
I can't.
I love it.
We're gonna get cancelled. So
Anyway, I guess akong kuan ang atong first storyaan kay, you know how both of us.
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
sorry, I forgot to ask Neil, how was your day?
Oh,
Did you talk about your day?
damn.
bitaw, ikaw, come on, don't forget about you.
no?
It's always
No.
nobody really asked me, until,
Wow.
Wow.
Hey.
Even me, lagi kalimtan na gud ka. Wow. What kind of partner
Yeah.
naman?
You know what? I'm so busy catering to everyone.
Si Neil.
But thank you for asking.
Yeah. I've been there. How was your day?
Sige.
We just woke up like again at 2 p.m. and then pag matagid na ako, I was doing my best to fucking get the eyeliner right. And look at that. It's not even.
Oh.
It's not even that.
It
Go ahead,
takes
Al.
practice.
Better,
It really
better.
takes practice.
Yeah, it takes practice.
It takes
Yeah.
practice.
Okay, I'm used to people
I think 3
applying makeup
p.m.
for me.
Sige, nag-DM si Neil.
Yeah, I told you, diba? Nga, look at my fucking makeup. I'm struggling. So
It looks great. It really looks great. Your inner highlight is popping. Like,
Grabe.
damn.
I love
Grabe.
it's serving a lot.
Really. Serving a
ganahan ako
look.
dong kuan bitaw. Kaya I think I have hooded eyelids, so I feel like I would.
Oh, same.
Yeah, I think I'd probably look
See,
good
look,
with
when you
a
see this,
bat.
it's like I don't have any eyeshadow.
Yeah,
And then,
like this. So I was thinking of doing the bat eyelid. Kaya that looks really pretty.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so ayun na to.
Yeah.
The next
I'm here
Video.
for the experimentation.
Next
Do it.
video for sure. Kay I think
Yeah.
with nanakoy makeup right now, so I feel like I'm gonna keep doing it even when I leave. Because I fucking I love makeup so
Yes.
much. Like ganan lang ko sa eyes. I don't really
so fun.
I don't really have to
It's really
apply
fun.
everything. I just want my eyes to
Yeah.
pop out and just scream like
Yeah.
I'm so pretty, bitch.
Well,
Yes,
You
you
know.
are.
eyeshadow is a gateway to kuan bitaw to blush and lipstick. Like,
Yes,
dude,
I
if you
think
have
so.
the budget up to
Highlighter.
that,
Yeah. You know,
Yes,
Baby
it's
steps.
a world.
baby steps, baby steps.
baby
Yes,
steps.
yes,
Oh.
yes.
And we might buy you a wig. A really nice wig.
Yes.
Mauna gid ni Love Galore? Is it really
Love
happening?
Let's go.
It's happening.
Ang iyang
Oh, drag name?
intro to the world.
I love
it.
SZA.
I love
SZA is life.
Yeah.
Neil, if you need any hooded eyelid help, I'd love to help you. I am not really the expert, but I mean, I know how to,
Sige. Sige.
deal with the
'Cause
hoodedness.
I really wanna kuan kay
I got
with like
you.
this man good kay it really gets kanang ma-black appeal lang sa taas, like smudge.
Oh yeah, you always have to let it dry first.
Yeah. So what do you do
So-
after? Do you just like that?
No, I do this. Like every time I do I do this. Like this I'm just like waiting for a bit.
Okay.
And then it always transfers up here. But I always cover it with concealer. Hooded eyelid probs. So much effort, but
Yeah, we applied primer.
I got
Oh.
you.
Okay.
Primer.
Yeah. Primer, yes.
Concealer,
And make sure that
primer.
it's no, I only just use concealer. I've
Yeah,
never
yeah,
used primer, but primer is really good. Like it's really good. Yeah. Neil, I stand. I'm here for your makeup journey.
Aw, thank you.
We're all here.
Thank you guys. I really love hearing that kind of support. And I don't really care with how people perceive me because like I just really want to look pretty, And-
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with looking good.
Yeah. There's
You
nothing
won't look
wrong with
prettier
that.
than me.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Hindi gamay si Rio.
There's only one queen in this house.
Oh shit! You know what?
And
I
it's me.
stepped down. Yo, I was gonna step down. Like I don't mind. You are the queen.
and no, we are the queen.
Okay, we are the queen.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was gonna say ganina, like like both of us, Brainfarts and Sugarhouse, okay, we are like kind of new to the podcast world, right? Like relatively new.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I feel like Rio and I sa among previous episodes, we also chika sa among struggles with the whole podcasting.
Mhm.
And I don't know, I'd like to ask you guys, and like I don't mean to be this koan early, but like I just wanna ask bitaw, like just ask you guys, like, ano sa inyo yung mga, I don't know, it's like some sort of struggle with the whole idea of broadcasting your thoughts and, metrics online and the whole shebang.
Ooh. Who wanna go first? Do you wanna go first?
Yeah, Liz.
Alisa?
Okay.
Go.
Sige.
Oh no.
I think I'll start
Come
with the
back.
metrics. I think
Oh, okay.
Seth going into it.
Liz?
Okay, anyways, while
Even
Alisa is
like-
chatting, do you want me to go? I'll go. Okay. So, she's still talking in the video though. So I don't know if I should. Anyways, while she's figuring out her net, I think for me, like speaking for just myself, my problems or like, let's say, SWOT analysis of the pod was that I think I was more concerned about how I'm being perceived by my friends or by other people. But again, I was very confident in knowing na my friends are the ones that are going to listen to the pod anyway. So I know that they know who I am. Like, they know how I talk. They know how, like, my personality is. So that's not any different. Oh,
Okay.
welcome back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not anything different from what I'm saying on the pod, like who I am on the pod is literally who I am in person. And I think I was just also, again, like if you listen to our pod, we're always so conscious of getting canceled.
Yeah.
Like for some reason, we have cloud of people that listen to our pod, and then suddenly we will find a hashtag on Twitter, like hashtag BRAINFARTS is cancelled,
Oh, shit.
or like hashtag somebody quotes me for saying something. And I realized like I shouldn't feel like I'm walking on water when I know like I'm human, and if somebody calls me out, and I'm willing to own up to that. But obviously, like, we haven't reached that point. Kay abi palang kinsa ta, like kinsa jud ta nga murag na mo call out na to. But again, like there's a lot of things that I get conscious about, like how people understand my thoughts and how I say my thoughts, because I notice I talk very, very fast, and usahay ako ang prevalent because it's prevalent. Right, please remember when I was freaking out to you, I said prevalent as prevalent when it's prevalent. And then just things like that. And I get super self-conscious about my grammar. And I'm like, you know what? English isn't my first language. I think it is though, but still, just those things. Yeah, so
Wait, sorry. I had to turn off
happening?
the other phone. Sorry.
Pero nasa ko yung like follow-up question ni Zar.
Yeah.
Like, is there a topic now murag you don't want to get into?
Oh gosh, a lot. Like I think it's more because I think I'm also very conscious about family listening to my pod.
Same.
Not that my family are pod listeners, but like I'm very conscious about that. Like I kind of don't want to get too personal, and it's gonna feel really awkward. Na murag, they're seeing a side of me that my friends like see, and
Exclusive.
it's
Yeah.
I don't want. Yeah, like my relationship with my family, I love them, but like I wouldn't want to merge like how my family sees me and how my friends sees me, and I don't want it to be like, like the same. Do you get me? Am I making any sense? Like I don't want it to be like that. So I'm conscious about that. I wouldn't want to get into topics about like, I don't know, sex. Like I wouldn't want to talk about sex on the pod. Like I think Alisa and I are the worst people to.
She's laughing right now.
Yeah.
Like don't even think about it. Like I mean, we would love to receive your tambag or nayabag about like awkward like sexy time moments, but like personally, if we were to share like these things on the pod, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
are we the right people for that?
So kani Zar, like, are you concerned about like metrics or pila mo kabuk like say nanay followers or mayana?
Oh, I mean, like, I don't really shoot for the stars. Like, di ko the type of person nga kanang, tara, let's get like 100,000 followers 3 months, or like share aggressive sharing, like listen to this, what's the trendy like clickbaity thing. Like I've never been that kind of person, and I know Alisa isn't either. So we're not very like follower conscious. I think we're more of just like, I hope whoever listens to us are like-minded people lang po. Like we really just want to make a community nga murag, oh, these people could be our friends because they share the same sentiments as us, rather than like kanang murag, oh, idol fan base, fan club, like, hey, shout out sa akong fans. Like not that we're ever gonna get that like to that, but I wouldn't want that to be our style of, because I don't know, like I just, we're here for the community. Like we're here for making friends and voicing out our thoughts and hoping somebody relates to it. So I think we focus more on that, no? Right, please?
And the amazing part, okay, I feel like with your early episodes, okay, you guys were talking about how hard it is to find new friends. Diba?
Yeah.
And then
it is.
Kamo karon kay you guys are hanging out, and sa man kids also here.
We have
So that's
exactly. And these people are like actual friends. Like they're not like people that we just say hi, hello. Like we actually talk to them regularly, and you guys. So again, like I think in our first episode, like Alisa and I were thinking like, we've always been sticking to ourselves, like our friend group. We've been friends with the same people for years, since grade school. And in Cebu, like we don't hang out with anyone else but ourselves. And now, like because of the pandemic and like making friends online, it's changed completely, like we definitely feel like, who knew when we would be here? No,
yeah,
it's one of the best parts. Want to say something, please?
She wants to, but she can't.
She can.
Also si Liz akong image kay Kwan.
Okay, naana siya. Let's all do this for Liz.
Oh no, she's
kanang i-rotate imong
Liz, irritate daw.
Yeah, we also can't hear you, by the way.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Dude,
she's
wait
back.
lang.
Okay.
Naka-push to talk akong settings. I'm hold it the whole time.
Why am I not surprised, Liz?
Okay, wait. I'm just gonna answer the question, and then you can like throw another conversation in while I figure out the push to talk.
Okay. Okay, sige.
Oh my God. But with metrics, I think I enjoy seeing na even if one new follower lang in 1 week, it's like, oh my God, we have a new follower. Asa man siya gikan ding.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting to see pod na like, hey, this episode is still getting new listens. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Right? And it's not really na kanang nag-apas ka or like you care so much na okay, this episode has to reach like 500. But when you upload, di ba, makita ba yun di mo like the performance of the previous episodes, and it's like manotice ni mo nga, hapon 34 ni current 35
Yeah.
Yeah, kinsa man ni siya. And I think with the whole getting cancelled thing, like you just, I think, have to disclaimer all the time na, hey guys, we don't really mean we don't have bad intentions. We're always open to people like correcting us nga. If you think we're wrong,
shout out to Neil.
Or if you have different opinions, like we want to talk about it because Basin, there's just something that we don't know about it, and we could learn something new, but we just don't want the bastos inputs from people. Kanang, kanang surface level just hate. But I don't think, again, we're at that state of like getting random hate from people. And
I hope we never get to that.
yeah, me also. I'm just really glad nga the people who listen to us and like follow the pod, appreciate it for the chaos and rawness that it is.
Yeah, exactly. For real though, I think it's very nice.
Yeah, because
thank you.
I think that's one of the things that Zarah and I didn't want nga kanang super produced nga,
like we
heavy,
didn't want
kanang
bullet point,
kanang stiff kind of flow. So you're just like, even if we have a pre-prod and outlines, we still like go off tangent anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah.
So, no na.
unintentionally, like we really, it's just who we are. Like we cannot stick to one. Like we diba yesterday we were like, okay, 3 topics to talk about, and then we started talking about the books we were reading.
Yeah.
And then midsummer, yung mga,
Layo na kami naagtan.
what should mean and I like that. I like that we freestyle.
Yeah.
Freestyle a lot.
Yeah, we also do that.
Freestyle.
I guess for us, Rio. Sorry, you were gonna say Zar?
No, I was just gonna say like I like that the listeners, like what Alisa was saying, like I like that they appreciate that rather than be like gubutaan nila next.
I mean, definitely
like
someone out there thought of that and just clicked off.
Yeah, and
But
for sure.
Dili ka
But then for those that stick through it, yeah. I mean, we can't please everyone, but for those that really listen to an entire episode, I feel so happy. Like, hey,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
really listen to us.
The real ones,
Okay,
right?
sorry, go on, continue.
Yeah.
No.
The real one.
I was just gonna say nga koan, like it's the same. I think for us at kay ako, I think with me and Rio, samong dynamic. Kay I'm the guy who uploads and who edits, and Rio helps.
Oh,
me.
you're the Alisa.
Yeah, and Rio does the writing to
And
capture.
I'm Rio.
Yeah. Oh, that is what's happening. So she writes, and then we try to upload, right? And then I see everything with the whole metrics, and it's not like kanang. For me, at least, I'm not sure with Rio, but for me, it's not that I care about, like going, like that kind of fame or something. I think for me, lang kay, where I hate that I correlate caring and the likes and the follows and the metrics and everything, and that's not really true, diba? Okay, the people
it isn't.
Yeah, the people who listen or the people who doesn't follow or doesn't like it doesn't necessarily mean that they don't care. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's just I think ang kuan lang the reality kay you can't really please everyone, and
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess
Exactly.
ang the kind of edge lang siguro kay like like you sometimes question yourself like what am I doing or like is this worth
Yeah.
it or like who am I to say all these things kay I'm just a guy just doing my own
Yeah.
shit and just talking shit, and
Yeah.
who would want to listen? And that's why it was so nice when people like our friends and like you guys, we didn't really know each other back then, and then you were like you guys liked our podcast, and that was kind of nice,
No.
So
I loved it. I really
Reaffirming
like
niya ba?
your first episode was really, really good. Like it was a good first ep. Like I felt like I was listening on 2 really good friends, no?
Yeah.
And kanang like I remember Rio was saying, like I really feel like I'm a part of them. It's like it was just my heart. Like I'm soft. I'm
Yeah.
soft and like Victoria pa mo sa like I don't know. It was you were talking about the food. Like Neil's family always gives you guys food.
Yeah.
Yung kanang, oh man, this is really nice. Like it was a really good first app for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, Lyss, they're really cool people.
Yeah.
No, because I linked it to you right away.
Yeah.
I remember.
And then it was also, I think we also like said na we're the perfect example of like having a platonic boy-girl friendship relationship. Like they literally live together, and it's like
Yeah.
mind-blowing, and
Yeah.
the dynamic is so cool. I was like,
It's so cool. Yeah.
ani nila, uy.
Kayo. Unya, murag like, it's completely refreshing to see pod.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. I really like more sa no filter pod
Yeah.
sila. That's why I
Super
like
no filter. And they're hilarious. Like, the best.
Yeah.
oh, thank you
Yeah.
guys. You guys.
Ganahan ko mo kuan segue of speaking of friendship. Like I want to get the details on like giunsa ninyo pag-meet. Like how did you start becoming friends and how did you start like doing this podcast?
Yeah, sa mga wala pa
For
naminaw
our
sa
listeners.
kuan in
Oh!
your previous Brainfarts EP, I feel like the origin story should be,
You should have that origin story.
yeah.
I
Come on.
think I mentioned it in one pod. Remember, Dayo?
You know what?
I mentioned
I'm
like...
so scared
I think it was...
of
School,
answering this question because I feel like it might change every time, and they're like, "Unsa man jud?"
Okay, we'll do this. You're gonna say your side of how you met me
No.
because I don't
No.
think and I'm gonna tell you how I met you. Para
Okay.
murag. Because I mentioned it in one of the pods,
Yeah.
diba? But then I've never heard your side.
Dude, my
Okay,
memory is
go.
so hazy, but again, I remember.
I have a sharp
Well,
memory.
classmates mi ni Zara, grade 6. And
Yeah.
I think seatmates ta, or like you were seated somewhere near to my area.
In the peripheral.
Yeah, like
I think I remember you were sitting in my lower
on
right,
southwest
like in this corner.
or
Yeah,
something
south-
like that. So basta you
Yeah,
were
if I look back,
yeah,
naaka.
you were in my compass. And then,
Yes.
And then
I remember.
and then after that, kay hello? What?
We can hear you. We
Yeah,
can hear
you're
you.
there.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So you're in my compass, and then we just started talking. And I mean, I don't know. I just remember. I guess you were cool because we're still friends now. I mean, I don't really remember. The only thing that I just remember is Zara was so hard to talk to because at that point in my life, we were always just Bisaya at home, only English in class.
Mm-mm.
Because only required ang English sa class. Our household was always Bisaya. Kaya ni si Zara, ikan mo siya English school.
Mm-mm.
Nga, o niya, kang...
Just on South Fresh.
I didn't know siya Bisaya. Can you help me? Ako kay, me, I don't know how to help you, ma'am. My English is very limited edition. Oh, my English is unlimited every day. I was like, wow, this friendship could be so good, but
So
your
good.
English and Bisaya, it will never work. And then I think we became each other's tutor. Okay, I
Yeah.
will help you learn Bisaya. You will help me improve my English.
We just kept hanging out.
Yeah.
Like, my side was, I remember, I'm not sure if you were one of the first girls I approached because diba, first day of school and then we have like assembly in the assembly area.
Well,
And then
asa pa man
the
siya.
assembly area. Yeah. And then I remember I wore po uniform ana. So obviously if you're a new kid, like masimang jud ka because you're wearing
Yeah.
casual clothes.
Yeah.
And I had a very quirky taste in fashion. Right?
Like what?
Lyss,
Like what?
Yeah.
I was the epitome of like Disney kanang intense layer.
Oh, cute.
Literal. Unsa jud ka init sa Pinas, I would layer the shit out of my clothes.
Yeah.
Like I remember my first outfit and I spent a long time picking this outfit because I'm a new student and like I don't know, I just wanted to feel good on my first day
Yeah.
at school. So I wore, of course, blue because blue is my favorite color. I wore like a long sleeve nga kanang blue nga kanang it's just like a cotton shirt pero long sleeve siya. And then I layered it with a short like a t-shirt. So mara ko kanang TikToker Billie Eilish stuff. Like, oh. And then I wasn't wearing jeans. I was wearing like more siya in the same family of cargo pants, but not.
Capri style pa ba to?
Yeah,
Sa ato
Capri
nga time.
style, yeah. And then I was wearing I think I was wearing like my Converse nga gray. And then I felt so cute. I was like, ooh, look at me, I'm blue. And then I remember like going to my class and then I was so self-conscious because I remember the boys were laughing and I was like, oh, I hope they're not laughing at me.
Mhm.
And then I think I saw you first, or I was just like somewhat
Ooh.
behind you-ish. And then we talked in class. Like, I think I really remember talking to you in the line, like in one of the lines. And I was just like, so what do we do? What are we doing? Because I don't know what was happening.
Yeah.
And then, Mato, I just remember like, you were the one. You was the one.
I was the one.
You were the one, June, who kept trying to help me out. Bisag, unsa jud ko ka English era. I want to know how grade 6 Zara spoken,
Yeah.
spoken there. And like, I remember every time like I would have a question, Alisa was so proactive. She would always help me. And then, I don't know, I just considered her as my friend because she kept trying to like help me out. I was a new student. And then we formed a group called Maze.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Maze.
Maze.
Called Maze. Yeah.
Why Maze?
It's our other friends, Maria,
Yes.
me, Alisa, Zara, and Elizabeth. So, we were Maze. Unya, like, we would take pictures. Unya, amo dun siya i-label og Maze. Nga kanang PowerPoint typography. Mga na waves. Na spooky.
Yeah.
Ah,
Us
we were the coolest barkada ever.
the coolest
Grabe.
ever.
Artistic.
I bet na may picture no kanang
Super.
anak like mag-anak mo sa ubos.
Yeah, we had the foot. We had
With the
and
Converse
stars.
shoes.
Yeah, Converse shoes. Oh,
Yeah.
that was a thing.
For sure.
Yeah.
God.
Of course.
And again, like Alisa spoke in Bisaya most, diba? So, but then her English was good, ha? Like you'd think ka kanang murag unsa jud ka to people yung English nga may kay English share said na excuse me. Like every time I spoke to her in English, she would respond back like she's been speaking English her whole life.
I actually grew
And
up
then-
in California.
Yeah, and then I remember like I think this was the year Murag after you had your US trip and we were talking about your US trip. I've never been like at that time I've never been out of the country ever.
Yeah.
And then she was telling like, oh yeah, I went to America. I got this bag and like America. Kuya ano niyo?
Shala!
Naka-US na siya.
Oh my gosh, was this the camel bag?
Yeah, the camo bag. I remember because I was saying like I love you. Oh my god, I miss your bag. I love it. I remember like your camo bag. I complimented it, Jod. I was like, because your camo was such a thing.
I'm having a moment.
I miss that bag. Where is it now?
Shout out to the
remembered it.
camo
Shout out
bag.
camo bag.
Yeah.
Sling bag pa to.
Dude, ninduta bito ito mabag. Asa naman to?
Yeah. It was
Oh,
a good, it was a
man.
nice bag. I really liked it. She carried it everywhere, like
Yeah. It was
everywhere.
my bag.
Diet was cool. She was so cool.
She is
Yeah, I'm origin story.
Sa kuwan mo, di ba? Sa
She is
at
cool.
Sacred Heart?
Yeah.
Sacred Heart.
Oh, I remember
Sacred Heart.
you guys were talking about wanting to make an episode about kana ganing school stuff, like how ni Chika Kazar kada ganing commonalities with
Yeah.
Catholic school or just school in the Philippines.
Yeah!
one,
Kanang mga
two.
1, 2,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that we have a video, we got one.
Yeah.
What's up with that? Two.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, one,
One, two, three.
2.
3. Ay,
Ay, amo kay three amo ano mo?
Three side.
ay, okay.
Sideways.
And then
And
four
then
I know
down.
there's a like this.
What is this?
That one, I remember this, but
Three
I
and
don't
a
think it
half.
was shake. 3 and a half, 4.
What?
Did you guys also have the kanang if you wanted to go to the CR like question then CR
Transfer seat.
I transfer seats and then CR. Diba? Like would
We
just be
don't
like
have
yeah.
that.
Because so
Oh my
that we
God,
don't
I'm
interrupt.
I didn't have that in Southwest either.
So we don't interrupt the teacher
Yeah,
while they're
interrupt the
discussing.
teacher.
You just raise your hand and they're like, okay, acknowledged. And then they just
Yeah.
continue
And
talking. Like, it doesn't interrupt the teacher, can I drink water?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sa Amua, sa CIC. Shout out CIC Mandawi.
CIC Mandawi. Let's go.
Kaya ka na ganing, like, you ask them, and then, mingan pa sila ka nang, dili, pwede mangihi. Like, you should have went to the CR
Oh,
pag
God, I
lunchtime.
Oh, yeah. Kanang ischedule na imuhang
Ay na
bladder.
lang dyan ang mga
I can't,
Yeah.
I don't decide,
How can we
dude.
control that?
Did you guys have a CR pass?
Wala, may
Yeah.
CR pass.
Dude, nami
I
CR
remember,
pass.
yeah,
kaya
nami
para
CR
only
pass.
one student can go out.
It
so,
can go at a,
yeah, so if you want to go to the CR, you bring a CR pass. And it's so nasty because it's like an ID.
ID slip.
Ang
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
lanyard.
Yeah.
Klaro dyan na padung ka CR.
It's so
Yeah.
and it's so nasty when you hold it and it's still damp and you don't know if it's
Ew!
water.
Yuck!
Anti-COVID
As in, you know how like
protocols.
boys at that age are like, kind of crazy. So they really
Wow, I never thought about that.
dude, I swear,
Ugh.
like guys would return it and be like, "May basang ID ba yan?" Like what?
Oh, that's so gross. That is so gross.
I mean, I don't know if they
I
actually
hate-
peed on it or if they were just trying to
Yeah,
mess
but
with
then-
us. But like the fact that when you get it and it's wet, it's like, oh no,
You know, I remember that at one point I never wore it. Like I kind of just went
I just
to the
held
CR
it.
like bahala na mo diha. Di ko
Calm down,
No.
rebel.
Like, literally,
Oh my
I'm a badass here.
Someone's a baddie.
Rebel. Ano ba? Ang PR pass ninyo kay yuck.
Oh,
Kadore.
I don't know if you guys can relate, pero one of my favorite things sa being in sa grade school and high school, kana ganing mo adto mo og AVR audiovisual room.
Yes. Ooh, the best.
Like you guys have to line.
Mag-jacket na mo.
Oh, kay bugnaw sa AVR.
Mag-hoodie na mo. Oh, that was the best.
Tinuod.
O computer room.
I love that.
Oh my god.
Computer room. Why?
I always like that. Kanang muhawa mo sa room. Kaya it's so boring man good.
Basta film showing, I get excited. I'm
Yeah.
like, let's go movie time.
Yeah.
Go. Film showing is the best.
The
like,
best.
it's the best. The best. I love it.
Wait,
Kita-
did you guys,
This one.
what's the disciplinary office ninyo? Because ours was
Yeah.
called
You guys-
the DOS.
DOS?
Yeah, DOSS.
I don't know what the
Department of
disciplinary office
Student
student
affairs.
services.
Yeah. I think kanang murag ka
I don't know.
you get blue
Yeah,
slip, green slip, something like that.
We had
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah, we had a passport.
Whoa,
So
okay.
it was a
yeah.
a booklet. So it was a passport. If you go to the clinic, you sign the passport, and you have like the nurse or the doctor sign it. And then if you go to the disciplinary office, mas nasa sila yung disciplinary area dito nga sign na nila. And I don't know, basta there was this one time nga nag-AVR me, and then the next class na mo, kay na late me, like it was in the whole class. Our teacher bitaw locked us out of the classroom. So siya ra isa nasulod sa room, and then yung gilock kami, sir, nanamigri sir, gusto namin sir. Siya, all of you, go to the DOS. Yeah. So kami, all of us, kay late man lagi mi siyang class. So I'm like, okay, sige. So pag mo sa DOS, ang disciplinarian kayo siya, ano, daghan, man kaya mo dire.
Mga pila mo ako.
Like-
40 to 45 me in one class. So,
The
na
whole
siya,
class?
yeah, siya, what is going on here? You're very many and my office is very crowded. And then, and they were like, sir, the teacher sent us here because we're late. So, we're so sorry. And then he was like, okay, you know what? All of you just leave your passport and go to class. Like, this is so pointless.
I
Grabe.
swear, teachers are so extra, no? Like,
Yeah, very.
once they become high school teachers, I feel like they just feel like they could just
Power
be
trip.
drama queens.
Yeah.
Oh, power trip. Kanang marag, puberty, hormones, adolescence. Gay.
Yeah.
So,
Feel ako.
ano lang jud sila.
Because I feel like it's either the students make them like, or they have to be like that so that the students don't break them.
Yeah.
Because
or they become friends with the students, so
Yeah.
the students respect
I can
them.
count at least 3 teachers nga atong batch giguba sila. Like 1 year na
Lagi.
sila.
Oh my god, we also have that
man,
story.
That was so bad.
Oh my, what?
It's
Okay.
so bad.
Can you
There's
tell us
mo
about
break
yours?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think kaning
High
time
school-
kay
high
wala pa ko sa
school.
school sa CIC per naay mo legend nga pa grade 6 nila nado sa like yeah na I teacher nga ni break yun like hilak and
Oh,
just
man.
like she got really had enough of the kids
Like-
pa. Like,
Yeah.
kanang
my
badlungon
God.
kaayo, di maminaw. So siya kay ni
Oh.
break. So imagine that.
Okay, speaking of legends, I don't know if sa amo araning na school or every
Mhm.
school has this legend.
Off the record?
No.
Oh,
May-
okay.
Do you know
Oh.
the Valentina story?
What's that?
No.
Okay, basically,
Valentina.
basically naay legend, I think in every school siguro na naay babay na gi-rape sa janitor and she got killed sa auditorium.
Okay. I know that seems very STC to me because the STC's auditorium is well known. And the ghost.
Oh my god.
Dude.
Oh, okay,
It's very
so,
well known.
okay, so sa dito, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, abi na ko every
But
school had that story.
No, because I'm not sure about the old campus because I know like Sacred Heart's old campus is also like legendary for all the ungo-ungo. But I know like STC was poppin'. Like it was poppin' with the
Yeah.
ungo-ungo jud.
Yeah.
Especially kind of mga auditorium ninyo. Like I remember growing up knowing lots of stories about your infamous auditorium. Kuyaw
Yeah,
kayo.
it is kind of creepy. And also, padungta ko mo kuan sa inyong awkward moments na episode ba? Like, kakuan
Yeah.
di ka ba sa kuan ka nang sa girls' school, mampod ka, di ba?
Yeah,
Right.
Southcrest. Shout out Southcrest.
Okay,
So
shout
opposite
out.
day.
And then, ang kanang sa kanang nanamoy periods ba niya, imong ikuan, kanang i-wrap around o kanang
Yeah!
handkerchief
Oh,
niya,
like
tawag mo,
paper.
sandwich.
Yeah, sandwich. Yes,
Yeah.
we shared it. Okay,
Yeah,
God. Like,
Yeah.
I know that I heard it a lot. I think all girls share this sandwich moment.
Do you also have
Which
that
is so
Rio?
weird. We
That
shouldn't
STC?
have it.
Oh, wait, sandwich.
Yeah,
Come on. Like,
sandwich.
We don't even have
And
to.
they- But it's funny, Rio, because you guys are all girls. So I'm thinking, like, I thought it only existed to hide it from the male.
No, like igana gyapon mi niya. Like pares ya may all girls school like wa mi paki if makita
Yeah.
ang panty or like ang shorts or whatever. Ang amo lang kay
Yeah.
Ano naman yung conversation?
code red.
Ano naman yung conversation?
No, she's saying, in STC, they also call it sandwich. Sa napkin, dayot ba?
Oh, yeah.
Like, they still wrap
That's
it.
so weird.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, like, it's weird because for us, it made sense 'cause they were boys. But
Yeah.
for you guys, like, you didn't have boys. So you guys could just be like, here's my menstruation, you know?
Di ba,
Rather than code word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
nagchika mo sa inyong awkward moment pod with the period thing, right? And then ni-share mo atong
Yeah.
kato ganing inyong first blood kay inyo ibutang sa
Okay.
inaong. And
Yeah,
Rio
Rio!
has a similar...
Do you know this?
Yes, yes.
Girl.
yes.
Do it, Rio? Did you do it?
Mo ni akong chance to confront you guys. Like, kadance ko mo upfeel ana ko ang bakang
Oh,
Yes.
yes. Let's discuss
Okay.
it.
Okay, so kanang first period na ko niya, I'm like so confused. I don't know what to do. Niya akong mama taga Leyte man. So ang iyang
No.
tuan kay first na ami steps adto kailangan ako mag-ambak-ambak sa steps.
Yes. Yes.
I did that.
I don't know why yung say ngano yung say explanation, but the worst thing that I remember kay ana ako mama na kuha ang imong kuan kanang period blood, like the underwear na period blood, and then like
Ipahid.
sa naong.
Yes.
Ipahid sa
Yeah.
naong. Kaya apparently daw, ang explanation kay para dili ka
Dili ka
Bugason.
bugason or...
dili ka bugason. Pero,
Yeah.
Pero, you know,
like, this is bullshit and all that, pero
But
my face
scientifically...
doesn't lie. Like, really, tanawan eh.
Oh my God. Pero Rio, your skin is popping. Like, you have such really good
Yeah.
skin, buyag. Like,
Buyag.
it's really buyag. Grabe,
Yeah.
Jud.
Thank you.
But
Pero,
it's-
padang, man.
I mean, scientifically, it's disgusting. Like,
Yes.
you really shouldn't be putting any of that near your
Yes.
face. Like,
I agree.
whatever legend that your grandma and aunts and mom tells you, like, grabe. But I love that girls. I miss that. I miss that phase in our lives where we would all like tapok and talk about our first period
Yeah.
moment. Because it was a thing, like when we were like maybe in our adolescence, nga kanang, oh, you guys have your period already, and then you would talk about like the weird things you had to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss
Yeah.
that.
oh,
Ang ako pang
so,
iingon
Yeah.
no kay kuan, like very rare. I don't know, pero dili not all friends na nag-start off on grade school kay like will continue until college, until adulthood and all that. Yeah, like,
True.
not a lot of friends can like make a podcast. So like giunsa ninyo pag like storya sa each other, like hey, what we have
Yeah.
is meant for broadcasting.
yeah, kaya I feel like,
Oh.
napod mo line friends, di ba? And then, kamo
Did you see that
giduha.
segue?
Yeah.
Kamo giduha.
Nice
They're like,
segue.
kanang, hey, we should start a podcast. Both of us.
Yeah.
So,
I
on
think
the
it was-
record na data, ani wala ko realize nga baka
Yeah. Back on the record na I was done with the story.
Okay,
I was
okay.
looking for you to support the chica,
Sorry.
but then you were like
Nagturo ko
AFK.
pangita sa akong charger, and then like you know how when you charge sa lubot ba ya mag-charge sa phone, so now I'm
Yeah.
having like a hard time trying to like balance the phone because apparently like it's better if I'm just on my phone rather than my laptop. I think the lag was my laptop. Anyway, I'm sorry, going off tangent. Back to the question.
Yeah, okay. So I remember like the hangouts, like Neil, grabe loyal listener, jud ka. You really pay attention, boy. I love it. So basically, it was just me. I love podcasts. Like I am a podcast stan, and I would think nga kanang if I were to do anything aside from like the usual vlogging, I'd definitely do a podcast. Kunya, gating ko nga, I wouldn't want to do it alone. So I kept trying to tell Mikey nga, Mikey, can we be like, pina-gym and sab nga, like, let's do a podcast, nga, give advice, relationship advice. Kasi Mikey, like, he's only talkative to me, and he's so shy and to everyone else. So he's like, I don't know, I don't think I have much to
So
share.
you guys had a demo, diba? You guys have a demo?
Yeah, we had a demo. Like when vacays together, we had a demo and chaotic. I was like, wow. I mean, I could work with it, and then it was funny. Like I liked it. Like listening to it now, like mura siya kanang kalood na to uy, pero I mean, it's cute, but again, so anyways, and then Alisa goes on the hangout and was like, oh, we should start a podcast, guys, because our conversations are so cool and like so fun. Because we would also have like podcast topics, those like while we're playing. And I was like, yeah, this is nice because we get to know the input of the dudes, of the guys, of sila Gab and Anna. And then it was just like we said it in passing. And then suddenly, like this year, Alisa was like, can we like seriously do it? And I was like, you know what, I'm game. Like I didn't have any reason to say no. I'm so game. And then it happened. Diba?
Yeah.
What's your side of the story?
Okay, my frustration for casting was started before Hangouts. I think like same with Zarah nga, you turned to Mikey.
Yeah.
I mean, I turned
Right.
Yeah, I turned to Dido and Audrey. I said, dude, I think we can do this. We can be a group. We can just be a bunch of friends just talking and podcasting. And so, akong gi-recruit si Audrey, si Dido, si Gab. And the three of them were just like, lol, no thanks.
No. Yeah, diba?
And I was like I was so serious about it. I was like, okay, you know what? Ang mics, ingon ani ang budget, pwede rata diri sa balay nga mag-record, like set up lang tayo once a week or sa mag-week. And then I was so ready, like prepared na ko nga. They were just gonna say yes.
Yeah.
And no one said yes. And I was like, damn it. Okay. And then Mata, ako really put in the back burner because like you know like the frustration of being a vlogger, YouTuber, or content creator.
Yes,
You wanted to be a YouTuber.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what, this is just one of those things that will go away and like mawala akong interest. And then Mata, the hangout started and I was like, guys, this can really be a podcast.
I was always hyping. Everybody would just be like blah blah blah.
Yeah. As in like we would talk until like daylight and then just kanang heart to heart nga kada bitang like your conversations with your friends if mag-inuman mo or like long drives. Yeah, I was like, this is I feel like I would have wanted to hear this when I was younger or like I would want to listen to it now. But the thing is like you and me, Manggod, we're podcast people. So maybe sila kayo, right? They're not really podcasting and they're not worlds. And then
and I get so invested as well.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we share the same sa podcast.
So mo to, everyone was like, G, but kamulay buhat. So I was like, oh, that's not fun. That's not the point. And then, so mo to, wala rapod. And then everyone started going back to, kasi di ba medyo ni ease up na. And then people are back to work. So wala na mga hangouts until
wala
morning.
Hangouts,
And then I was like, I want to do something. Kaya I feel like I was stuck in a rut. And stuck in a rut. But
in a rut. Oh,
and then I was stuck in a rut. No.
Stuck in a rat.
Yeah, so basically I was just feeling stuck. And I was like, I wanna, you know that itch to create.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kayo.
And so I was like, I really want to do this. Like, kabaw ko nga, I've been sleeping on this idea for like almost a year. And I know Zarah is super game because she had that demo with Mikey. I was like, I feel like I should just make the first move.
I love how you have a demo.
Yeah. And she just casually chatted.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like I should be the one to court Zarah on this. So I was like, Zar, I'm in this 100%. Do you want to be in this with me?
Like, I'm in it. I'm in it.
So and then we're just like, oh my god, this is so exciting. And then pag first literally our first episode, we took like almost 2 hours to figure out how to record, where to record, how to like host everything. We're like, this is not fun.
It was, oh my god. And I was so happy. But looking back at the first recordings, like I was genuinely so excited. Like, I was so happy. I still am. Like, every time I record, I get so...
Yeah.
And like, I mean, I think it was... That's why we kept laughing sa mga first
Yeah.
episodes because we're like, I can't believe we're doing this.
Yeah.
Napag-ito yung murag koan ka ng feedback na koan ba? You were still laughing.
It was just all laughter. Like, oh God, it was just surreal. Like, because I think it was like actually turning into a reality.
Yeah.
And we were just freaking out about it as a collective.
Because again, like, it's like, will people even want to listen to this? Now we don't even know what we're doing. Like, we don't even have like clout or anything. We just want to keep talking about the random things. Like, what is it? Like, our episodes are basically us just talking like how we normally are. We don't try to be like, oh my God, okay, so for this episode, we're gonna be talking about, I don't know what that accent is, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I like how one like
Talking about.
kada galing sa yung early episodes like may ka kanang like Zara's thirst for clout. Oh my God. I cannot,
Thirst
dude.
for clout. Like, I was just like, guys, please give me clout so I could like do something.
Yeah.
Yung katawag yun.
And obviously, I didn't mean it. Like, I mean, like, I meant it ironically.
Yeah.
It's just funny. Like, I love just like, oh, give us the clout we deserve, you know?
Wait, for our listeners, by the way, Zara is in Qatar. So she's not in the Philippines.
Yeah,
Different
I'm not. So
time
our
zone.
pod is LDR.
Yeah.
Like many of my relationships.
Yeah.
It's LDR.
Ay, napay question.
Yes.
Napay question. Unsa inyong favorite episode so far? Okay.
Oh, I have a lot. I really liked our crushes episode. I think that one for me was my favorite.
Yo! I love that
The
too!
crushes episode.
The crushes and young
It was
love.
so fun. And the red flags for me because
I love the
like
red flag.
the red flags for me, like it was really nice to catch up with our friends and we did it in a really nice way, you know.
Yeah,
I liked
can I
it. Like,
just
we were
say,
all just
kana nga episode,
Yeah.
okay, it's so telling of how chismoso cebuanos are.
Yeah.
Because it is the number of listens on that episode is astounding.
astounding.
And, like, times 5, times 6 of our normal average.
Yeah.
And it's like, you
Grabe.
guys came here for the tea. And we know
Yes.
you came here
delivered.
for, And
Yes.
I feel like someone shared it like, oh my God, they're talking about this person and it just spread. And I'm just like, well, if you know, you
Somebody
know.
shared it.
Because how are they gonna find it?
Even I discovered you
for
guys through that episode.
Through the red
Yeah,
flag.
Yeah.
And then diba, someone was even like, I want to listen to that episode just to
Yeah,
hear
they
what
were
they
like,
have to
juice.
say.
Chismoso, ang mga
Yeah.
Pinoy.
Ang kakuha pa dun,
My bird with the cheese.
my cousin was there. Niya ako kay like extra interested. Like, you wouldn't allow that. Cousins. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Judri. Like, I think Isa's story was probably one of the wildest na namutanan.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a good story to share because we all experienced it at the same time. Like, mura jud ni basketball team. Come on, let's go, guys! One team, one goal!
Clownery.
Ang gut lang yun kami ni Lord ato nga iya. Sige, kani nga barkada. Dungan mo mga
sige,
3 months
first.
apart siguro.
Wala. Pero dapat in 1 year, magkauyab silang mga giatay. Sige, let's go!
Ay, ganahan ka mo share sa mga red flags na to para maka-appeal po taog ko.
Bitaw, what are your red flags, guys?
Guys.
Ala! Kani, ganahan ko. Kay para, nasa mo yung clout.
In addition to Lyss's statement, kada ganing how chismoso or chismosa Filipinos are, kay amo apo ni Rio, like,
Katong Maui episode.
dili, remember ka daw to episode kadong heartbreaks and wishing.
And wishing for your SO to die.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, imagine God, your exes had a pod and it was something along the lines of, exes and whatever. Wouldn't you be curious on what they would have to say?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
exactly.
But it's just funny to think, no, we're like, wow, ha? You could say that to 1 million people, but you don't say it to me.
Yeah.
Say it my face back.
I think I think si Gab to Gachika sa kading Red Flags episode, I'm not sure if I understood it correctly or if I'm like taking it out of context, but I think he mentioned nga ganing if ikaw put ang type who's constantly looking for red flags,
You'll find it.
maybe you are the red flag.
The red flag,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
He had a point. He had a point. And then he went the wrong turn after, diba? Like, murag nag-cancel jud si Gab. No, Gab, no. Na murag we all, like, everyone
Yeah.
just started like, no. Like, Gab, no, Gab.
No, but fuck naman po, because I mean, I think it's also
Yeah.
bad for you to keep on. Like, when you find someone, you don't necessarily, like, want to keep on pinpointing on what's wrong with them, because what does that say about you as a person?
Yeah, that's true.
But I think it's good to just be aware of, like, hey, murag weird lang ito. And then
Something's up.
just, tread lightly, and if mo escalate, then it's like, okay, how do we address this? Like, you know what, this thing bothers me, let's talk about it. But don't kanang murag, you're gonna be so nitpicky about everything. Everything you think is like, that's a red flag. Murag, tanang mag-away lang mo gamay kung asa ibutang ang parking ticket, that's a red flag. Murag, relax.
Yes.
Relax. Mon.
Like, listen, Sitom, okay? Just freaking relax. Like, you don't need like, not everything warrants a ticket away.
And it's also important just to communicate, especially, for example, ikaw, you had a bad experience with your ex, and not necessarily man pod nga dapat, I mean, like, dili bitaw ni mo ibutang ang katong baggage on this person, but to inform them na, hey, just so you know, I have issues with this, so it would be great if we could, like, work things out na, like, these are, I don't know, I don't have a better word for triggers, but, like, when you do certain things, they kind of I get these reactions, and that explains it, but it's not necessarily I'm putting the burden on you.
True.
And you as a partner, dapat, if pili mo din mo kaya na i-take on, then get out.
Yeah.
Diba?
True.
It's just hard for both of you.
Yeah, I feel like with Kwan Magud, like, you know how we date different people and then naatay like different responses to their behavior and experiences, and in a way can actually, like, I'm not gonna say trauma, but something like that, like something that really set you off, that you wish you would never experience again. And like for me, okay, after that ex, okay, I was so afraid of dating again. Honestly,
he was in that phase.
Yeah.
Salamat na you got over that.
Yeah, I did. And the weird part lang, kay when you have that thought nga you don't want to date again, kay more like a tunnel vision, and you're missing out na nun. I'm not saying I'm crazy about relationships, kay the funny thing for me, kay when I actually say nga I don't want to date, kay I start to date, or like someone really great comes along. So mura siya it's like a funny curse where I tell myself nga, you know what, I'm not dating anymore, and then somebody comes along, and then, hey, here's my love.
Well, maybe. Here's my heart.
Unexpected raman dun siguro na mo ka. I mean, if you keep looking, at some point you're gonna find them. But I think unexpectedly jud mo kam ang uban people. Like, I wasn't looking for anyone, but here you are.
Yeah. Like I had a friend.
What are your red flags, Ray?
Wait, sorry. I had a friend. She never had a boyfriend, and like at one point,
SB.
Yeah. She never had a boyfriend, and she's always kanang. I'm not gonna say obsessed, but like always wanting to be in a relationship. And I get it. I've been there. When you're not in a relationship, you kind of want to experience it, right? Like, I don't know. Okay, I was a fat kid before, and I never experienced love or any relationships. So if makita ko someone attracted to me in any way after sa kong glow up, so to speak, kay mura kog wow, a woman, a very beautiful woman, come to me, baby, like,
let's go.
And that's crazy, kay so I get it. I get that whole idea of ikaw wala pa kay uyab, so you kind of wanna, kanang be in that area. But I feel like I might be wrong, pero sa iya man good, like she's so obsessed with it, or like she really wants it na sa tanan niyang dates or tanan niyang everything, cause she never really got that. And I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up. Murag funny lang ba, like sa ako noon where I'm telling myself, you know what, I'm gonna date. Fuck it. I'm not gonna date anymore. Then someone great comes along, and there's this person who's always down to date, but never finds the perfect partner or like whatever partner that's good for her. So yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, red flags.
Yes. No, but yeah, I get what you mean.
Pero wait lang, maybe to help out your friend, wag himong tambag or nayabag.
Sure. Kayo, tambag or nayabag.
Hijacking.
No, because you know when you like keep on like fixating on this certain thing, you play it out in your head na nga dapat ingon ani.
Fantasy.
You romanticize, everything. Yeah. Maybe when she sees something that goes wrong, kay feel niya, okay, dili na ni okay, it's not what I imagined in my head. And you know, I think we've learned that it's never what you imagine. It's not always just butterflies and good times.
True.
So, basin mo na ang need ni friend na relax lang. It's okay nga mag-fight mo. It's okay lang dili siya ang perfect. Basta naka-Ralph Lauren siya ug may mo amping sa mong heart. Sorry, Honey Neil from Sugarhouse.
RL, baby.
Yeah, and I get where she comes from, because I was also like super NBSB until like I was 21, I guess. And then obviously I was like, all of my friends have been in relationships, blah, 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 blah. And then like after like one thing I would want to advise to her, hi Jack.
Hi Papa Jer.
You know, hi, so kiniday, like be more literally, don't settle for less. I mean it. Like, don't be like ayaw jud pag inihas. Kung whoever shows you attention, still keep your standards up. Okay, girl, like learn from the mistake that I've made. Not just because a guy is chasing you, just because he's showing you attention doesn't mean he's gonna be your first boyfriend of your life. Like, no, girl, like wait and make sure jud nga at least you don't have to be with the perfect guy at the first as your first boyfriend, but be with a decent guy at least. Kanang you look back and be like, okay, he was good. Like he was good. And just learn from my just please, begging you, NBSB. I miss that community. I miss that community, you know.
Kani, nakoy question. Like, kana ganing kwan.
I am ready for the question, sir.
Okay. Let's just say you're in a 5-year relationship, right? Or whatever long ass relationship. And then, you know how when you're in a long relationship, you always had that idea nga, I've invested so much of my time. I've invested so much. Not just time, energy, everything, blood, sweat, and tears. And then, mahog siya nga justification for staying. What do you guys think about that? Okay, like it's so it's all easier said than done. Honestly, of course, easier said than done. But kana lang, I just want to get your input. You know, tambag or nayabag segment ninyo in Sugarhouse.
Ooh. Well, it's funny that you mentioned that, because I was just listening to Jim and Sabs, like, because they're doing like a daily pod, and one of them was exactly that. Nga kanang, oh, we've been together for so long, like 5 years, like exactly 5 years. I just can't imagine. And then one of their advice was like, girl, if you know in your heart that something is off and you're trying your best to conceal that, then wala na jud na, like you know in your heart it's not gonna work out. It's really just like that part of you that wants it to work, but the rest of you already knows. Like, you're really just in denial. And if in 5 years, within that 5 years, nothing has changed since year one, then what are you doing with your life? Like, are you gonna spend another 5 years hoping he's gonna change, hoping something's gonna change?
Yeah.
And I always say this because up to this day, I still have friends that are very marupok, and it's like, I thought you'd think I could leave this, you know, I could leave this equation, I could leave this narrative and leave it in college, but no, it still carries on over to adulthood for some people. And like, I always say this every time I get stressed, makaingon jud ko nga dako na sila. They're already adults. They already know how to take care of themselves. So if they're not going to listen to any of their friends, one day it's either they're gonna wake up and be like, I'm tired, I'm done, or they're gonna allow themselves to be in a miserable relationship. And it's like you kind of just have to let them figure that out for themselves. Like, what do they want from you?
Yeah.
And it's just, at the end of the day, I always tell them this: the person that you're with will always be a reflection of how you see yourself, you treat yourself. So, like, if you're going to allow yourself to be treated this way, then how highly do you treat yourself? You know,
Yeah,
how much do you love yourself? Diba?
Yeah.
And
Disclaimer alert.
You could always...
We're not
Disclaimer
professional.
alert.
We're not love
We're not
experts.
professional.
Not love
I
experts.
am not a life coach. I'm not a love coach.
Opinions.
Don't quote
These are all
me.
opinions. These are all
These
opinions.
are just based on what I see and what my friends see and what I feel, you know?
Mhm.
I'm writing a book, and you can just say writing a book right now. But it's really just like, as a friend, you would get very frustrated,
Yeah.
for sure. But
For real.
when you're in that position, like, you'd feel like, I don't know, you just feel like you want to keep making things work. And
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead, like, do whatever you want, like, life. At the end of the day, if it's causing you more damage than good, you kind of gotta reevaluate. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
do you really want to be that girl to him, or do you want to be treated that way? And then it's funny because it's like, interesting enough nga kanang, I've met a lot of marupok friends, but my favorite ones are the ones that will really reinforce your words nga, yeah, you know, bitaw, that's true, I really do deserve better. Nga kanang, may na kayo sila mag-life quote. And then, to counter that, oh, but I saw him again last night. Yeah, we're like, what? Lamay ba kay kag ko anak ko nga, you know what you're doing na. So, I know, as a friend, it's tiring to hear more broken record, but you know, Jude, you can see that they know already. It's just like there's a part of them that will always be marupok. It's like common sense is in them, but they just can't follow it because they want to fix whatever is broken.
Kanang investment, no? That kind of investment. Also, can I just add?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's fair to translate it this way, but I feel like, you know how, let's just say, if I go to a really good restaurant and then they shit on my fucking food, of course I'm not going back on that restaurant.
Yeah.
You don't
eat where
you shit.
Eat where you shit.
Don't shit where you eat.
Shit where you
But that's
eat.
for your workplace. Like, you don't fuck over where you work.
Yeah, I guess my point lang, if your favorite restaurant starts adding poop on your food and you don't like poop, okay, are you still gonna keep going back to that restaurant eating poop?
What is this analogy?
Okay, let's just say not.
Makes sense.
No, but it's true.
But
it makes sense. It
not-
really does.
Maybe
Like,
not poop, but someone or
why?
just a rude person in the
it's
restaurant.
literally,
You're not gonna
it
go
just
back
means
there.
like, why would you go back to somebody who treats you like shit constantly?
Yeah.
You know, like, why?
But I guess lang yun,
and-
you know, that kind of investment lang. It's so hard to break that bond.
Exactly.
Yeah, pero
And
like when you're with
you get into a weird high.
Yeah.
Diba?
But when you're with someone, like, you want to be with someone because, you know, you want to become a better person when you're around them, you want to be happy. You don't want to be with someone just because you feel like, oh, sayang magod. Like, would you want someone to stay with you just because of the reason nga, sayang? Like, there has to be something more than that. And I think, if ikaw na si friend nga nag-watch sa imong friend going through something like that, you just have to wait it out jud na, because there will be a time nga kapuyon gud ang tao. And like, because with me before it was 4 years, and then I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm done.
Yeah,
like,
you can't go another 4 years like this.
not like wala na jud ako gising like that. I'm like, okay, wala na ni, the end na. Okay, okay, I spent all those 4 years. Am I gonna waste more of my time with that person? Kaba kung wala may padulngan. But again, sometimes it takes longer for other people to wake up and like, hey, this isn't the life I deserve. Yeah.
Exactly.
Damn.
I swear.
Salamat.
I feel like red flag in general.
Nga no, murag na personal mo na. Salamat.
I don't know this for the listeners out there.
Speaking for a friend.
Yeah.
Totally.
I swear, they'll reach a point nga gikapoy sila. We've all been, like, I think that's why we settle on this advice because we've all been there. Like, we've all had that feeling. We wake up one day and we're like,
I'm just done.
We're done.
Yeah.
Like,
Tired.
we're done. Like, wala joy. And it's not like the kind of, oh, I'm so done, and then the next day, you're back together. No, like, we were like, no, we're out. Like,
This is
bye.
And na.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
no,
Deuces.
even no tears na after that. It's like,
Nothing.
bye.
Yeah, wala jud me.
No
Wala mi
emotions
hilak-hilak. Uy,
about
wala
it.
na ka naman. Kapoy, uy.
Yeah,
Kapoy
yeah.
jud me.
Yeah.
It was tiring,
Yeah, kana
man.
nga tired nga. Wala na dyan kay, wala na
Wala
kayo
na
mag-give.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you can't even cry about it. And we're like, okay, sige
Yeah.
na. Charge to experience na to. Finish.
Like, I think Morag, I just tweeted 3 maoy tweets and then I was done. I was like, okay, moving on.
I just
Bye.
did my Insta story and then finished.
Yeah, Diet's Insta story was the best.
I think
Oh,
ano na,
I lived
Why,
for
what
that.
happened? What happened?
I just made it a creative expression of my feelings, and after that wala na. No, because I had
Yeah.
basically I had proof of whatever the accusations were. So ako siyang gihimong murag video collage, and then akong gibatong nag-background music na akong gi-insta story.
Whoa, what the? Whoa,
Yeah.
what the hell?
It
That's so
was
nice.
really good.
Yeah.
It was so good.
No,
She didn't like,
Yeah, no,
No,
because
what
you know
did siya
what,
petty?
I didn't even do it
Beautiful.
right after, I left it alone,
Yeah.
and then, like, we go around manggod ang chika nga, it was me who was doing stuff, and it was me who was being the toxic person.
like
and
she was pinned.
So-
She was pinned as, oh, she's a crazy
yeah. So
girlfriend.
I was literally like, to clear the air, ...
Yeah.
collage with background music.
Ah,
Screenshots.
TikTok who?
Kanan. Oh, God.
As in
It was
screenshots of conversations.
Yes.
Ay, nako.
Queen
Pictures.
only.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But for me, it was a fun project. Like, I didn't do it because I'm like, I'm gonna do this because I hate the
It
person.
was
But it was just so, I was like, oh my
Dayo.
god, this is such
Yeah.
like, it's really
It
my
was like nalingaw siya.
frustrated YouTuber,
Canva.
but yeah. I
Yeah.
was like, oh my god, this is my
Siya ganun Canva project. It was so nice, you know? And I was like, Queen. Every time I tap, everything. I was like, Sharo.
I was like, this is my video, kanang
Yeah.
music video production dreams coming
And I
true.
think
Yeah,
the
yeah.
best part was like, he still wouldn't admit. Ooh.
So I was like, yeah, I took my time to Photoshop all of these pictures.
Yeah, we
Like, okay.
Photoshop everything because we're so good at Photoshop.
Like, wala na nag sa akong time,
Yeah.
but make up all of these conversations. But okay, go off.
Okay, damn, he's
Yeah.
crazy. Shit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
grabe.
Anyway, okay.
Pero, you know,
Asa man?
life. Wala lang. That's life.
Okay. Ako,
Sometimes.
Yeah.
like a question that could, I don't know, like a twist of that question.
Yeah.
Sige.
What do you think, like, tambag or nayabag niya? Like, anonymous
Wow.
sender. Like, mo kuan ko, kanang mo ask ko, like, in behalf of other people and probably myself before. But, you know, I think Rio and I, we spoke about this in our old episode, kada mong heartbreaks. And then, you know, kana ganing that feeling when you are with someone so amazing, someone so great, someone caring, someone loving, does
Mhm.
everything right, but you just feel like empty inside. You feel like, you know, this ain't it, chief. I'm bored. I don't like. I get nga love is constant. Work is you know, it's always evolving. It's not always gonna be butterflies and unicorns or whatever.
Mhm.
So, unsa yung tambag ang mga tao where they're tired of their relationship but di sila ka-justify kay para nila they're doing everything fine. They're great. They're amazing. But
Mhm.
wala lang gid nawa na ang spark and they feel like they're better off without that relationship but they can't break it up kay, you know,
Mhm.
what's
He's
the
a
point?
they're good
Yeah,
people.
they're,
like, they're
they're
not.
a good person. Yeah. That's always a tricky one, you know? So, kamo, brain farts, tambag or nayabag masters? Sa inyong
Pressure.
weigh in nga
Ooh.
Chika.
Can I go first?
Go,
Because
yeah.
I might forget
Yeah.
the question.
Go.
I'm very short to understand. So, I feel like kanang you gotta assess what kind of dynamic the both of you guys, because it's like I think we also talked about this. I'm not sure, but I remember, diba, like after our super crazy red flag situation, and then the guys that buyag, they're generally good people, you know, like they're cool guys. And I would always say nga kanang I always approach my relationship nga, do I see Mikey as a really good friend? Like, can I be with him for the rest of my life as a friend first rather than anything else? And if the answer is yes, then of course I'd still be with him.
This
So,
answer, yes.
like, yeah, if the answer is yes. Abangan. A suspense. No, but I think for like situations nga inana kay murag, do you wanna be friends with this person? Like, because obviously, like, dili jud ka makilig for the rest of your life.
Mhm.
Like, you know, and like, I guess the attraction, like, it depends. Like, usahay, maybe when you guys first started out, you were so attracted to each other. And yeah, after that, kay murag, meh, you know. But if you take out all of that, like, if you take out all of those components, and if you could sit down with that person and talk about stuff, and you feel like, wow, he's a good guy. Like, where you feel like you're creating a really good bond, a really good friendship, nga murag, throughout everything, kung magsigira mong away or like, wala na kilig, wala na anything, and yeah, you guys, at the end of the day, could talk about your favorite shows or your favorite movies and the kind of music you share. Like, is that something you feel nga murag, that's what's gonna keep me in the relationship? And if you guys don't have that, so I guess you kind of have to realize nga, okay, maybe he's not for me. Because I understand, like, yes, love does take work, but at the core of it, for a good relationship to work, these people are friends. Like, they're genuinely friends. Like, they love each other's company, you know, like they, even if like they could literally like not do anything romantic for a week, and they could just hang out and they'd still enjoy each other's company.
Yeah.
Diba? So that's something that they have to think about. Nga, is he that kind of person to you, or if they are that kind of people, you know? Like, if they're not, then wala, reassess. If you're in the relationship, kay ganahan ka magkilig-kilig or kanang murag mga Tumblr, Instagram, nga murag, you know, nga mga gakos-gakos, kanang mga inana, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like people have that kind of idealism towards the relationships ba, nga murag, oh, it should be like couple goals, or kanang he should just be so touchy or like clingy. But for me, sustainability always comes with friendship. Like, in order for a relationship to be sustainable, you gotta genuinely like each other. I mean, like, not all the time, but treat it like a friendship, you know? No pressure. You don't gotta make out all the time. You guys can talk about other stuff. Why not?
I'll piggy
What about you?
I'll sakay on your friendship thing, because I agree that you have to be friends, but also I think we've all experienced nga, you know, you just fall out of friendships, and it's not really for a reason nga, that guy is so bad and I don't want to be friends with him. Like, there's just a point in your friendship where you just drift apart, and someone stops trying to like reach out to each other, and you just
reach out,
both understand them. We're like, okay, like, we're casual, but dili na mi as close as before. Yeah, so maybe that's what's happening. And then I think, but with that also,
but friendship also takes work.
Yeah, that's why.
You and I, we've been friends for so long, and then we still make the effort to become friends. So
because there are friendships that last like what? Like, for me and Zara, our friendship has lasted more than 10 years na siguro. But there are times where Zara and I fight. There are times nga like Zara and I didn't talk for months. So
exactly.
You have to factor that in. You have to factor that in. It's not all the time that it's gonna be smooth sailing, and it's up to you to decide. Phases. Yeah, like, is this that person that I wanna journey the rough seas with?
But how about this? Sorry. Like, kanang, you know how when you're in a relationship, you start as friends, but like, somewhere along the way, kay, that dynamic of just being friends transforms into boyfriend girlfriend. You are my bubby or my baby or my teddy bear or whatever. You shut up, you everybody is bubby. Or like anything. Or like you're my
Bubs,
like sweetie
bee,
pie or honey bunch or
honey
whatever.
bunch, sugar plum.
Yeah, that's all. But you know how that kind of friendship somewhere along the way it just evolves into boyfriend girlfriend, honey bunny, love you so much, and then that thin line of friends becomes like kanang you are now my girlfriend
Wala na.
boyfriend, and then naanadira the dynamic of a boyfriend girlfriend, and then the whole idea of updates and just jealousy and it the whole package. So I guess muna ko ang question ba, like, yeah, sure, friendship, of course it takes of course you gotta like them. That's I think that should be foundation personally.
Yeah.
So what would you do, or like kanang what's that like now after that, like after that evolution of friendship into boyfriend girlfriend dynamic?
And
Ikaw, Dayot. Because I think
Thesis
that's your
defense.
origin story. I started.
okay, I'll go back to the first question na katong where, they're not doing anything wrong. Like, you don't have to find something wrong with that person to break up with them. Like, it's not nga na kay sala sa magbuwag that. They could be a great person, yeah. They're just not your person. So you have to feel bad about that as long as you can part ways, like, casually or like kanang civilly, not casually. And then I think with the whole like best friend or like transitioning to boyfriend girlfriend, I think it's really important not to lose that friendship. Number you have issue, like you talk to that person like how you would talk to your best friend. And for me, like there are times good where I'm just like, okay, I have something to tell you, but can you be best friend mode right now and not be boyfriend mode?
Yeah.
There are times because there are times nga I don't know how to express myself nga ma-understand ko ni boyfriend but ma-understand ko ni best friend.
Yeah.
So I need you to be in best friend mindset right now and understand me as a friend and not be insulted nga nagyaw-yaw ko about my boyfriend. So you don't attack me. So so there's that, and because like I don't know, for me it's just always easier to rant to your friends and be like, what?
True.
Can you just understand? And then your friends are like, I get you. Because you're not attacking them. The problem isn't them. So when you're talking to the other person, it's like, I need you to be like, detach yourself from being the person that I'm ranting about, but I'm ranting to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not, but it's not kanang a magic pill number. Okay, best friend mode. Because of course, you're still gonna feel that emotion that you're talking about me. Of course, malain jud ko. But there's a prep, and I think kana communication yun nga kanang you don't stop talking to each other like your friends.
Yes.
Because
that really helps for me.
Because when you're just talking about like, oh, let's have a date. Like, sure, regular dates are fine, but how you talk to your friends are different, Jud. Like, you know that. I think you can attest how you and Rio talk. It's such a special relationship. I don't know if it's that easy to replace and that easy to find. So why shouldn't your relationship? So why shouldn't your romantic relationship be like that also? Hey, this is something special and we should work on it. But I think the secret that I've unlocked right now is, okay, I'll be here for you as your best friend. Like, kanang, even if you're not in the right headspace, I'll be here as your bro. You know?
Exactly.
Sometimes, dali mo ka ma-hurt mo. Oh, you're talking about me like that.
It gets really sensitive, good,
Yeah.
Corey, what do you think about that?
Kalimot bitaw ko sa question.
No. Like,
naglibog ko asa ang question.
I love nga Rio. Like, ang ako lang, pero
I mean, okay.
Since we were talking about friends and all that, bago ramin na episode ni Neil pa about raisins. And even though unsa mi kamigo, that is always a triggering point. So I want to ask, what is your raisin? What is your something so mundane ba pero you just disagree about that? Kamo ni Zar.
Oh.
Kay Zara, I
We
know.
also disagree on raisins.
Zara
I
hates
don't like
raisins.
raisins.
No,
Ah,
but it's
yeah.
not a
I hate it.
friendship breaker for us. Like,
Yeah.
we don't argue about it. But Rio, I got you. I love raisins. Empanada.
Thank
Hate
you.
it.
Yeah.
Thank
As in-
you. Team Raisin.
Level
Pog
of
raisin.
flavor. Layer of
No.
additional flavor.
Right? Right?
Wait, what's naman ang, I don't know ha, looking back, I think our only friendship breaker is one of us are being marupok.
Oh yeah, always,
I think that's it.
always.
That's it.
That's it.
But I
That's
don't,
it. Like it's really. But I think our friendship breakers are not really like they're more of just how we feel if like we don't like to see our friends being hurt.
Yeah.
That's why we get so angry at each other.
Yeah.
Like we get angry.
why can't you
We
just
fight
see
because
it?
yeah. Like why?
Also,
Yeah, I think kanara.
Can I bring up that
I think-
story list? Kado
Oh.
ganing, sorry. Kado ganing na chika
Oh.
ka where you got, I think na mo sa burger joint and then you hate this guy so much nga wa nimo gi-acknowledge ang iyahang presence when you were out
my
with your
god!
friend. Is it fine if I share it here? I mean, I don't know the person, but like that was funny.
Kabawang ka ni Zar, di ba?
Ay, yeah, mula to like kado ba like I was just bringing that up kay kado ganing,
Yeah.
you hate seeing your friends getting
Yeah.
mistreated and then
Yeah.
kita ka sa imong friend with her boyfriend while nagkaon mo and then kato nga time kay wad ka na naggad like mura na siya guwa like
Brian.
Real
name, but
It's not his real name, but we call him
we call
Ryan.
him Ryan. We call him a new
We call him Ryan.
name.
Yeah, we
call him Ryan.
We made up
Brian.
a new name for him just so that we don't call him by his first name.
okay
Because
You know,
we hate
you-
it so much.
Ryan,
We
Ryan.
don't like it.
Yeah, like we made it.
Oh.
Yeah, we just made up a name so we don't have to acknowledge the existence. So we just made up a Ryan.
for Corio like sorry
No, for me as a person, okay naman siya mo-exist sa world. Huwag ka problema niya.
Yeah.
Di lang nila na ako lang amiga. Mura dyan na.
Yeah.
My friend
We're
alone.
very protective over our friends, as you
Yeah.
can see.
And even if naka-move on na
And-
mong friend, ako to move on. I have not forgotten.
You think that I'm gonna forget the shit you placed my friend through?
Si Zara, naka-move on na si Zara. Pero ako,
What you ko mo? Nakakawan bitaw ko, pero like I would still fight him.
listen to our Go on Red Flags episode. And
Yeah,
you'll know.
red flag.
I
you'll
swear
know
it's
for
so
the
entertaining
details,
yeah
Yeah, pero for like overall the guy, I assume he might be a good person, but how he treated my friend was really bad.
Yeah.
Our friend was really bad, and we're just triggered about it. Okay. Ano na naman, boy? Like you could just tell nga he grew up in a very toxic masculinity environment, and it showed up in the relationship. Yeah.
And I think it's
I don't know.
kind of like, just to clarify, we don't hate these people now because we don't know who
We
they
know.
are now. It's just we hated
Yeah.
who they were in that point in time that we knew them.
yeah
But then, oh my God, hopefully they've grown out of it and like improved and become
Yeah.
better people.
I think that's fair
So,
Yeah, hopefully.
Just disclaiming it out there that we don't hate them now, but we hate
Yeah, we
who they
know.
were.
We really didn't like who they were.
Yeah.
Kanang murag no. And again, we could always just like give the excuse ba nga kanang we were all kids, like we were all stupid. And yeah, it's true, like we were all stupid in college, like for sure. But then like it explains it, but it doesn't excuse it.
Wow, are you submagalona, sis?
As per Sab. That's all I'm gonna say because it really does explain it, but
Yeah,
it really doesn't
yeah,
excuse
yeah,
it,
yeah.
Jude. I appreciate relationships when you nga murag jud silang barkada. Kay the way that they treat their relationship, murag jud barkada kanang murag luura ni mo oy, like they're not afraid to joke about each other
yeah
or kanang murag ano sa man katig update nga di man kain ana, and it's like that they laugh about these problems that most couples deal with, diba? And then you see it, they take it very lightly. So it's like you could destroy a friendship by creating it into a relationship, but you could also upgrade your friendship by creating it into a relationship, diba?
Mhm,
Like it could go both ways. Depends on like the dynamic sa duha, I feel.
yeah
So
No. That's the risk.
yeah, that's the risk. Yeah, that's a risk you have to take.
love is
Parang,
a risk
Are you guys willing to?
It
Love
is
is
the
a
risk. Like,
yeah
matter
Yes.
kuan like nato experience like ning chika ko ni nila ni na kuan like I have this friend and kuan like ning bisita ko sa iyang place and then nag-bring up ang possibility na kuan hala kanang like what if I'm like dude stop talking I will not like lose you for kuan lang for something na I don't know what might happen ako
True. Exactly. Oh my gosh.
Ako Neil, ilabay ni mo ng question for a Tambag or Nayabag since you brought up the topic of jealousy.
Okay.
How do you handle jealousy kung ikaw ang masuya or your significant other says nga nasuya siya about this person or something? Like how does that go?
Oh my
for
god. Okay. Wow. Thesis defense.
Real income. So, pag-andam na din. So,
oh shit.
I think
hijacking this.
Naka-experience na ako both na ako ang nasa receiving and the giving and so kadong let's start with ako ang like they were jealous of me. They were jealous of someone really close to me. And I feel like at that time I reacted in a very negative way. Like I think I chikad before nga ang nahitabo noon kay ako na invalidate iyang feelings ba kay
mauna siya.
Moto ang kadong frustrating aspect where kadong like I legit don't see this person as a I don't know, potential mate or a girlfriend even. Like I'm not attracted to them in any way. And then pero niya, she feels like kinda like no, kinda I don't like her. And the only way for it to work for me to be not friends with her and that person is a really close friend of mine. So you know, I'm in a pickle. Like, what am I gonna do?
I'm in a pickle.
So, ang netabo to, this was my mistake, and I feel like I'll start with my mistake and then how I'd probably react to it now.
Yes.
Okay. So what I did, I kept reassuring her that nothing is wrong. I don't like her. Pero maulgit to the problem with that kay nahog na noon nga ako gi-invalidate yung feelings ba nga I'm not hearing her out and we're gonna like she's uncomfortable with this person yet somehow I'm still hanging out with her and which is weird and kay I'm in a relationship, she's in a relationship, you know, so I didn't really see it as a problem. For Parnia it is a problem, so that I think like I know I guess we could all agree that was pretty bad. Like, na defensive ko and na ako na invalidate yung feelings, which was bad. Yeah. So I think maybe now if nako sa nga nga position kay I'm still confused if I go straight to the root nga I just cut off ties, you know? Kay I don't think that's fair, Sad. I don't think that's fair. Pero I'd probably and I did everything that I can to not make her jealous. Like I muted her chats. I like not that I'm hiding anything, just para lang dili mi mag-away ba. And I understand how it can come across nga I'm an asshole or I'm hiding anything, but I'm not. I just don't want to fight. But honestly, I don't know how to fix it. I guess what the easier route here is to cut off ties with that friend, but at the same time, the inner part of me is like kanang that I think that's unfair to the friend.
Yeah.
Especially if
it's like what did that?
Yeah, especially if they were there before you guys were there and before you guys started in the first place. So yeah, I think ako lang yung maingon kay even though maingon
or like
ka balik-balik. Yeah, sorry.
Or like kanang murag maybe like social distancing for a while with that friend while you're still with a girl.
Yeah,
and then you see if this. But also to thinking about it lang, murag that also kind of says a lot about that kind of person your significant other is. Like, if that friend is a really good friend to you, your significant other would know. Nga kanang, okay, this is completely platonic. Nga murag, you know that this is a healthy friendship. And she would be mature enough to be like, yeah, sure, they could be friends. Why not? Unless, like, I mean, it could go in different levels and situations. Diba? Nga kanang, oh, maybe they had history before. Nga murag, it makes you feel uncomfortable. In ana. But then if we're talking about like whole friendship, then, diba? Like, why would you be jealous? Or like, I don't know. It's just like getting jealous over your cousin, something like that. But are you gonna delete your cousin from your life because your girlfriend is jealous of your cousin? You know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly,
So-
like I don't know how to do that. Like, especially if it's a close friend. If it's just a friend, okay, I don't.
Yeah.
Fine,
Yeah, like fine.
Done.
Okay,
Consider it done.
Hindi mo close.
I-
Yeah.
bro. Yeah, like in terms of jealousy, like I don't know. I think right now, kay she even admitted man said like she's insecure about herself ish or something, and then and she acknowledges ba nga the girl isn't doing anything. She just hates her, or there's something off
Yeah.
about her. Yeah, pero sayang lang kay like she was someone nga I consider could have been it, and then that happened, and then okay, pero yeah, I guess.
Pero what is your? Can I ask, like, what is your criteria of knowing that this is it for you, Neil? Like, what's your? Oh, this could be like what is your basis? Like, unsay mong basihan ba nga? Okay, this is what it is compared to.
Ooh, so
Oh,
spicy.
so
today.
spicy. Very
Ganahan ko na nga
spicy.
question, Zar. Ganahan ko.
Podcast.
Naakoy kwan.
Podcast.
Ganahan ko.
Hijacking.
Naakoy a very politico answer to that.
Ay. Prepared lagi tayo.
Miss Universe ba yata? Miss Universe. Ang ako alang karon kay wala na ko'y idea of it. You know, like
Yeah.
kay I feel like niagi na ko ana, and then I learned nga that's impossible. And I feel like right now kay more it just comes like with experience and that kind of bond. Kay you can never say for sure. Kay sa una, I thought she was it. Kay we were like the same. If you know me, she was like me, but a woman with.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I was gonna say the description, but like
A uterus.
Ang sama na.
a girl like
Uterus.
yeah, someone like me, siguro, but more charming and more bubbly and more, you know. And then I thought that was it, and then maybe
Even I thought that was it.
yeah, everybody
Wow.
everybody thought, honestly, until it didn't. So karon we're if like now I'm dating again, so like, and I like who I'm dating right now, so I'm just I don't know, like I'm just gonna seeing it where it goes, and kana lang I guess ako answer kay wala na ko'y ako nagi lower, not lower expectation, but more of wala na ko'y gi-expect.
Realistic.
Yeah, like wala na ko'y gi-expect more kay I feel like right now we are in our mid-20s, and that sense of individualism gani nga more they're working on themselves, I'm working on myself. So if we're gonna see through this to the end, kay yeah, maybe this is it. But you know, since we're at this phase atong life where we're working on each other and supporting each other, which matters, kay more gani, you know, the work, it shows.
Yeah.
Mugawas siya na ang results later, unlike you have an idea of someone so special, someone so grand, and then the work isn't there, the progress, the everything isn't there, so it just falls out, and then you get broken because you had that expectation that they were the one.
True. That's true. And I feel like kanang in general, what's nice about like setting your expectations low, or just being really like, you know, not even having expectations, just like going, like playing it by ear, or just going with the flow. It's like you always think about kanang for example, if I look at my relationship with Alisa, we've been through a lot. Like, we've had phases of life. And it's not even like drama, it's really just life. Like, life really gives you phases that you don't know you're gonna go through.
Yeah, that's true.
And then it's like, at the end of the day, look at us. Like, we would always just talk about it in our podcast and reminisce. Like, wow, our friendship is really strong. Like, that's I think the essential, like the essence of having a human connection is that you cannot expect it to be one perfect way,
Yeah.
And like for Alisa and I, it's like we've had phases of life, and I think that's the thing about relationships. You need to be with somebody that understands that life really goes in phases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And being in your mid-20s, it's a pivot.
Yeah.
It's a pivot.
Yeah.
So you need to be with somebody that understands that and gives you the enough space for you to figure out your life and not feel like you're being pressured to get married and like have kids.
Yeah.
And all of this.
That's so true.
Right?
Yeah, that's so true.
We're figuring it out as much as the next guy, and the economy is constantly changing and crashing. There's no way we're gonna have a house and lot at this age with this economy.
Yeah.
Come on. Kasi baka kung maminyo ta,
Pero I agree. I think that's one of my biggest learnings po now nga kanang giving each other the space to grow as individuals.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have...
It's so important to me.
It doesn't mean na just because you're letting them do their own thing, like, it lessens your relationship. It diminishes your relationship a little bit because you're giving them more time to be themselves. So, I don't know. I think one of my biggest learnings na you need to give each other the space to grow as individuals. So at the end of the day, you also have something to talk about, and you can contribute as different individuals. Okay, so if you keep doing things together, and there's nothing wrong with that if that's how your dynamic works. Yeah, but one akong ma-find nga, if you're always doing things together, it's like at the end of the day, like for example, we're going out every day, and then when I got home, it's like, okay, mag-text about what? Like, what are we talking about now? And we have kanang mangay pa ka on what to talk about. So, as long as it's a healthy space lang po.
And you that's why I find it very, because for me, I value my me time, and I like that Mikey knows that I like my me time. And before, when we started dating, we really used type nga kadali over mag-update jud ko niya, like live updates. And then now, like, I kind of like progress into the kind of person nga murag wala ko'y data, pirmira ko mula ka low bat, like I'm saving my battery to make it back to the hotel and then like I realized nga I like that he lets me be like on my own, like, because I like going out alone a lot, like, this, Lyss, and that's what I feel is enough like breathing space for me to grow like as an individual nga. I know I'm not going alone because I'm gonna look for some random afam or whatever. Like, I'm going alone because I love my own company and I wouldn't even want anyone to be with me,
Yeah.
And he gets that. Like, for me, that's really like kind of valuable to a person if you really like to spend time on your own and like you enjoy your own company. Because if you don't enjoy your own company, what more if you're gonna be with somebody and then you're just gonna be completely dependent and you'll be like, oh, I'm alone and I hate being alone,
Or also establish na ang trust sa relationship.
That's true.
That's why.
Pero,
relationships.
For me, baka to ganing when I was the one who was jealous, kay what happened kay I was the one who left. Kay I can't do anything about it. And the worst part lang, I feel like I have to come clean. I didn't like myself anymore, and I feel like if I'm not liking myself because I'm jealous and insecure, I think that says something about this relationship. And I know nothing's gonna change. So I also get why my ex broke up with me, because she was jealous, and then she told me there's nothing wrong. So maybe that's it. She just didn't like herself at that point. So and that happened to me. So the irony, right?
Yeah, because sometimes you also have to assess yourself in the relationship and not just look for someone to blame. It's the other person. Like ikaw, ikaw mismo, am I the problem? What's happening here? Like, why am I always mad every day or every time we talk? Like, what is it? And obviously, if you're fighting every time you talk, you're not happy. So why are you staying in a relationship nga di ka happy?
Yeah. So
That's true. And at least you knew nga kanang in your heart na even if you were the guy being jealous, like it's like, oh, but that's not a trait that I want to see. Like I don't want to be the jealous guy.
Yeah,
Like I don't want to be the jealous guy in a relationship, diba?
So I'm out.
At least you kind of knew.
Yeah.
Oh, katong ni mention ka nga like I love the mirror and we're on the same team, you know, like angry yelling. We are on the same team. Like you shouldn't be hating me. I shouldn't be hating you.
Yeah.
We're the same person. Like why are you?
So, kani question to brain farts.
Oh my God, I really just... Where hindi ka nang mo-text kasi mong crush ba? You wanna play 20 questions?
20 questions. I love it! I love being asked questions!
Brain farts. Unsa man
Yeah,
jud na ang
Sugarhouse.
self-love?
Oh, okay. Okay. Get out.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, I'll go first because again, I might forget.
Yeah, I was like, you wanna go first?
For me, self-love is where do I begin? It's more of just like being very comfortable with yourself. And I know it sounds very like easy to do, but you'd be shocked na how there are a lot of people that are very uncomfortable with themselves.
Yeah.
And you could see it. Like you could see nga kanang they're so unhappy with who they are or like what they do and constantly comparing, because I think with insecurities we're all insecure. Like I have my own fair share of
me too.
insecurities, but it's like how can I handle my insecurities where I am not damaging myself, you know? Kanang but there's always going to be somebody better than me, prettier than me and whatever. But would I live my entire life thinking that way or thinking I'm pretty good, like I'm a good person, like you know like I have nothing to offer, but I can offer too, you know. And it's I mean that made no sense. But I love self-deprecating humor. Like that's one of my favorite brands of humor. Like I love it. Like but the thing is you need to separate yourself from being like you could easily be consumed with like self-deprecating humor, but you could also look at it like I'm not taking myself that seriously to be affected by how I joke about myself ba.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, self-love at the end of the day is really just being very comfortable with all of the flaws and everything that you deal with. Okay, fine, I look like this, but at least I'm healthy. Like at least I could still breathe, and at least I have my two hands and whatever. And you feel like people will always be better than you. But how do you feel about yourself? Like, do you want to be better than other people, or do you just want to be happy with yourself and contented? And like, it always also comes with how well you know yourself. Because I feel like most of my self-esteem comes from me being very, very sure about what I am and what I'm not, you know? And the more that you kind of fit yourself in a mold and try to think nga ka ng, oh, I need to be like this, or I need to look like that, the more you feel like you're just breaking yourself apart for what? Because of this weird like concept of society, like that you think society should perceive you this way, or because I'm very happy with who I am. And it's always just kind of like, what do I want to do to improve myself? Because I know that this will make me happy compared to I need to do this so that people will like me more, or kanang society will think I'm like this kind of person, you know?
Yeah.
So just be comfortable with yourself. Like take yourself out on a date. Like literally love yourself. It's the best. It's the best. I love me time. I swear. I am like a me time advocate. Okay? Like it's the best. You don't even like don't be on your phone. Like just be comfortable with just being alone, and like because I think people get scared to be alone. Nga murag, they think that people are looking at them like, oh, look at this loner, like she has no friends. But when you're comfortable with yourself, you'll feel very like confident. Wow, this feels amazing. Like I don't have to I don't have to talk to anyone. I don't have to please
No
anyone.
pressure.
It's just me. Yeah. And I love it. Like, I love it. And that's coming from me. I'm very extroverted. Like, I love talking. But me time is like high value self-care and self-love for me.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, guys, be comfortable with yourself. It's the best. You know, be your best friend. You know, you don't have to be so hard on yourself.
Yeah.
Seriously. What about you, Lyss?
Okay, I think it changes, and I don't think that I've gotten the recipe down for self-love.
Yeah.
But like, what for me, like how I feel and how I understand it right now is like what's driving you to live every day and to like wake up every day. And for me, I know what things are important to me, and when I know nga, for example, I have like 3 factors in mind. Yeah, these are the most important to me. And as long as I know that those 3 things are intact that day, I'm happy. And I know that I love myself that day because I know that these 3 things they're fine. Because like, diba, insecurity. So like external factors will always like, you know, try to get to you and you can't control it. And
true.
You're never gonna be fully secure with yourself because there's always gonna be someone prettier than you, someone smarter, someone richer.
Yeah.
There's always gonna be problems, but at the end of the day, like those 3 things that are the most important to you, are they off your checklist? Wow, super type A, no?
Yeah. So you.
But for me, like when
love it.
like at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, these 3 things I've done my best to make sure that they're present in my life. So that's a good day. And I thank myself for me getting that off the checklist. So yeah, for me that's it right now. That's my self-love thing right now. I'm like, okay, we're good for the day. Like it's not so much no, you have to beat yourself up about nga, I have to be the most perfect person and love myself the best way. Because diba, like figuring out what drives you as a person. It's like figuring out your, diba, also kind of earn ka ng love language, whatever, of the other person. And you try so hard to take that test to figure out the love language of that other person. For ikaw,
what's the love language to yourself?
what's your love language to you?
Your love language to you. And I don't know, like, again, if you don't love yourself, what's it to katong kang RuPaul Rio?
This RuPaul thing.
If you don't love yourself, how can anybody else will? What?
What love yourself? I don't know.
How can
If
anybody
you don't
else?
love yourself, how can you expect? No, there was no expect. Basta!
Basta mo na
Seriously, if you don't love yourself, who else will love you? Darling, you know? And just, I think, kanang, don't let society really affect how you perceive yourself. Because I think that's what makes it worse. Nga, you see how people are and you're like, I want to be like her, or like, I want to be like that. Like, why am I not like that? Why am I not like she looks so put together? But if you just like look within you and look at all the great attributes that you have that other people don't, that's when you feel like, wow, I'm actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because we're all not built the same way. Like, we don't have the same strengths. We don't have the same like attributes. But once you focus on what makes you, you feel more empowered. Like, damn, I can do this. Like, I am this kind of person. Diba? And it makes you feel more happy to be you. So, seriously, I know that sounded like a Google quote, but it helps. It really does help, guys.
Probably is a Google quote somewhere, but
yeah,
doesn't mean it's any less true.
Yeah.
But the value is there.
Yeah.
More like na mga cliches, they're cliches for a reason.
Yeah,
For a reason.
Really well, you mentioned it also sa katunga self-love episode. Nga, it was like, this sounds really like a cliche, but it makes sense. And yeah, it's true.
Ikaw yun, ano ba kay revision sa imong self-love answer?
Yeah.
Pero maka-agree ko sa giingon ni Zar na kanang once makita nimo na kanang these are the things that I can do, kay nalito yung time na I got insecure and Pasalamat ko na I'm out of it now. Kay ka-realize ko, wait, my eyeshadow is so poppin'. Wait lang.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's self-love.
Steaming.
That's self-love.
Yo, makeup artist.
Love it.
Dude, honestly,
Thank
your eyeshadow is freaking amazing right now. Like, I'm so suya sa glitter
always
shimmering.
shiny.
Grabe. Grabe.
It's in the Sugarhouse eyeshadow today.
Uy, maghimo to.
Kaya.
Cosmetic line, Sugarhouse.
Sugarhouse Cosmetics.
Oh my God. Business ideas. But
Here
yeah.
first. Yeah.
Organic cosmetics.
Yeah. Kadang,
Yeah, so-
nakarealize ko na,
Natural product.
kasi din kanang naka-realize ko na I'm actually kanang bubbly ko and I entertain people nya. I make them laugh nya. Once ning set in na ako rag, yo, this is really nice. I'm actually really nice. Look at this.
Yeah. Like,
Appreciate
look at you.
yourself.
Kayo.
Yeah.
Like you said, naadyo yung mga ups and downs or those moments na murag
Mhm.
I really can't be like this person.
Yeah, like
that
I can't.
person.
Yeah.
I can't. Pero you are what you have. So be kind and
Yeah.
love.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-mm.
Love yourself, guys. Because seriously, I don't like it when people like tear themselves down. Like it's so painful to watch because it's just you want to uplift them, and I think that's why along with Alisa, like we like to set the environment. Na murag, okay, let's uplift each other because maybe that will make them feel like, wow, okay, so I'm with friends that uplift me, so that
Yeah.
means I could also uplift myself. Like, murag, create that environment, you know.
Yeah.
Just be a nice person. Seriously.
Yeah, kuan po mo
Awesome
na
content.
mausad na among environment diri sa Sugarhouse, like
Yeah, of
Ne-
course.
nami mga times na kuan, like pwede mi mag-joke na kuan, you're this and you're that.
Yeah.
You're constipated. Yeah. Na yung mga
Yeah.
times. Pero at the end of the day, like, kuan, I will uplift you. Hey, we're in this together. Yan na.
Yeah. I think we can all agree,
like,
right?
listening to your pod because it's like I remember you'd always compliment each other in the best way. Nga murag, wow, Rio, you did that. Like, ano murag, wholesome ani. Uy, nga, this
Very
is
genuine.
what I live for. Nga.
And
I love I love making fun of our friends as much as the next person, of course. But at the end of the day, when you say these words of affirmation, of language,
yeah.
it makes you feel like, wow, this friendship is nice. Like,
Yeah,
you always bring out
yeah.
the best in you. Yeah. Like, dili ra siya puro bugal-bugal ba? Like, there's more to that.
Yeah.
Like, there's more to that.
Yeah.
Which is always, yeah.
Yeah.
Ikaw, Neil, na-revise ang imong definition of self-love?
Yeah.
More like I was just gonna say na, you know, like I feel like we could all agree siguro nga self-love is a constant process. Like always.
It really is,
like,
yeah.
It's a thing that's always happening. Kay, you know, I think we all mentioned nga there are days nga you just feel like shit. I mean, we're only human. And then
Mm.
ako, especially for me, kay I see a lot of cool people online, and then I start to like
Mhm.
think and compare myself if I'm, you know, like if I'm hot shit or whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah, akala, like mo lagi na lagi. That's my nakoy love-hate relationship with social media, and I guess
Yeah, same.
with the whole idea of self-love, kay I don't know, like that thing, like I think we mentioned at the podcast, like that progress, kay the progress doesn't lie, kay you see it,
Mhm.
like I think we
Yes,
mentioned
That's true.
it's like there's
That's true.
it's like a graph, diba? Like a graph, and then
Yes.
you have down days sa imuhang later graph, but like if you zoom out, you're actually higher than the years before.
The first
That's
down
So
day.
true.
Yeah, that's so true.
And-
And it applies to a lot of things.
Yeah.
The graph of
Yeah.
progress.
And then,
So
you know,
don't be too hard on your
disclaimer, we're not experts. We are really not.
Again, we do not have any degree.
We're just trying to be better people.
Maura ni atong tambag sa atong selves. This is self-care tambag.
Self-care
Ourselves.
Yeah, like I don't know
Yeah.
about you guys at
So-
BRAINFARTS, but kami ni Rio, mag-cheat kami about it is we chika, but it's I think it's more of an like a letter or a note to ourselves, like a reminder, like like
Yeah.
it's fine,
Yeah. Like I think we get into those moments where everything is exploding and crumbling around me live, and then you just need somebody to be like, you're okay, like you're gonna
Yeah.
be fine.
Yeah.
Like,
Kana
you're
ba,
fine.
you're okay, you are fine, guys. It's
You're
so
okay.
dali kita
And you're just,
ma-spiral
like,
down.
down spiraling.
Yes.
Yeah, like down
I
spiral.
agree.
Grabe.
Like na lagi to time lagi na baguhay lang, like I got disappointed in my job or something like that. Nya ni ana jud ko ni Neil naog diri nag-CR magud siya adto. Naog diri ni Neil kay ganang ko mosumbag. Nya ingon siya like, dude,
Yeah.
let's just talk us out. Nya si ko ingon niya na like I hate that I'm not perfect. Nya bago rami nag self-love episode adto nya I thought na na-define na ko what self-love is for me, and then when the down days come, you get
It's harder.
it happens. Oh.
Yeah.
So mo to
It's a
so, pasalamat ko na I had at least somebody to talk to para ma back to reality ba na
yeah, like
you are not perfect. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
you're gonna be fine. Like you really just, and it's so reassuring to hear it from somebody that's not like the demons in your head.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's just like it's somebody that's your friend. Like you would freaking take a bullet for this person, and they're telling you like, listen, I'm here because I know you, and you're gonna be fine. And you're just like, okay, I'm not freaking out. Like you just
Yeah.
need somebody to be like, okay, I'm just,
That
I
is
think
true.
we, Elise and I do that to each other. We're kind of just like, we're gonna be fine. Like it's okay.
Yeah. So many times, I swear.
So
like
many
we have
times,
so
'cause
many
we
freak out
overthink
sessions.
about
Freak out.
too much. Freak out.
We have so many freak out sessions. I
Like, we're
know.
just like, and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
we're okay.
We're fine. We're
Fine.
fine. We're good.
Yeah, and that's life. Like life really is a graft of ups and downs.
Yeah.
And I think,
Go ahead.
like for me, I get scared to go back to where I begin, and then when I realize, no, I've still made progress. Like when you remind yourself, no, there's still progress. You kind of feel better, because I think that's what hinders me the most with like the graph of progress. Because I think I used to think progress is like linear, like it just goes up.
Goes up
There's
lang.
no down. It just goes up straight.
Yeah.
And then when I think I have my down days, I think, oh my God, I'm back to where I started. So balik na sad. Like I have to climb the mountain again.
Yeah.
And then when I realized, oh no, this is a different mountain. This is a different peak. Like it's not the cute little baby peak that I started off with. Diba? That's when I'm like, okay, I'm fine. Like I'm actually doing, like there's progress. It may not be the biggest progress, but it's definitely something from where I started.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think we just need to be kinder to ourselves,
Yeah.
Agree.
And yeah, we mentioned about like telling each other you are fine or we are fine. And I want to bring up this topic of truths. How our perception of truth and other people's perception of the truth. And I guess what I'm trying to say, how sometimes you get so caught up in your feelings, you get lost into being objective about you. Like, for example, like our progress and how we are fine, but at that moment we don't feel fine, or we feel like we are shit. Not the shit, we are shit.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
and then someone like, if naimoingon ninyo nga, hey, you are fine, you're actually fine, and they tell you the things that makes you, that makes you great, and then that kind of perception. So do you guys have any kind of struggles with the whole idea of your perception of yourself, and like on your bad days, not necessarily on the good days and everything, but like on the bad days where you feel like you are shit and not the shit, and then somebody tells you that, hey, actually you are one of the most blah 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 person, and I don't know, do you guys have that, like kind of getting one of you maybe really really down, and then somebody just tells you upfront that, or like gives you like a bullet point on why you are not shit?
Go
I
ahead.
don't know. I feel like our dynamic is very like talk to me when you're ready, but I'm giving you all of the love and support I can right
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
Yeah. So
Like we have our pep talk moments,
Yeah.
but like
because I think
we're
No,
continue. You
no,
go.
I think for us, Manggod, like, I mean, I know most of us when we're down, like in the barkada, you can
Yeah.
say all the nice things, but it's gonna be like, yeah, but whatever.
I think we also kind of know how we are when we're in that
Yeah.
like phase. Like nga, when I'm down, I react to differently to compared how Oji is
Yeah.
or Pao is, diba? So it's like because we've been friends for so long, it's kind of like we know
Yeah,
how to
like what you need at that
Kind of.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was not.
Yeah,
But
and-
again, like we've had like how many years of friendship to like
yeah,
learn,
but
like
you'd still be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, that like
it took us what
something.
more than 10 years to get to a point
Yeah.
where okay, this is how Zara reacts when you talk to
Yeah.
her this way.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's best to talk to Zara. If Zara's feeling like this is the best way to talk to her. Because if
Yeah.
you talk to her another way, she's not gonna receive the information.
Yeah.
So, naiingon na, it's, cause, I don't know, for me, when someone gives me the bullet points of like, oh, you're amazing, whatever, like, yeah, well, you're supposed to say that, you're my best friend, of course you're gonna say that, I'm very good.
Yeah, exactly.
Diba? So for me, it's just like, because a few days ago, or like last week or something, I told Zara, I was like, Zara, I feel like I'm not really in the best headspace to do a
Yeah.
recording today, so you might have to like carry more of the load of like, being vibrant and everything. Because again,
Yeah.
even though authentic ang pod, you still have to be like a certain level of being on
Yeah.
and being like,
Yeah.
hello, we
Yeah.
are doing a
Yeah.
Podcast.
This is
Yeah,
a pod,
right.
like
So I was like,
podcast
yeah, so
mode.
it's like well, my energy
Yeah.
level is like 80%, so you need to carry my 20% like that.
Yeah.
And she's like, dude, I got you. And I was like, I'll talk to you when I'm ready to talk to you.
Yeah, and I don't pressure Alisa to be like,
Yeah.
hey, do you want to talk about now?
Yeah.
What about now? What happened today to
Yeah.
you? What happened today?
But definitely before we're like, no, go, what's wrong with Jude?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we
Yeah,
want
but
to
then-
know because we're like, I'm your friend. I will help you through
Like, we
whatever.
need to know.
Yeah.
We need to know. But
Yeah.
then now it's kind of just, okay, if you're ready to talk, feel free to
Yeah.
talk. Because I'm the kind of person that's like, this is what's wrong.
Yeah.
Then Alisa is kind of like, okay, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And
Like, I just need
I don't
you to
wanna-
know where I'm at emotionally, but
Yeah,
you don't need
so
to go
I'll be like,
into it.
okay.
Yeah.
like, say no more.
Yeah.
Kaya mo, say no more. I got you.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to. Like, I just assume like telepathically, I assume,
Yeah.
and then this is how I'll be, and that's how you should be with your relationships in life.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of just need to let them do their own thing,
Yeah,
so that they're already feeling bad. You don't want them to feel even
Yeah.
worse, diba?
Yeah.
And that's why it's so interesting in terms of like friendships and relationships, because we know each other for 10 years, but you would still be shocked as to how much you still don't know about your friends, because it's constantly evolving.
Yeah, because as
like,
individuals, you're also changing.
yeah,
And it's not
we're
like we
also
talk
changing.
every day. So,
Yeah. Yeah, of course. And like, kanang maka-feel jud ka nga, like, you don't take it personally. People do change in their own ways, and they don't even know that they're changing.
Mm,
So be the
That's
kind
true.
of person that accepts that kind of growth.
mm.
Like, don't be like, you change kay, sa una dili boy ako inana.
I think that's
They
also
want
a thing sa kuan, like with romantic relationships when you're like
Yeah.
5 years down there, it's like, di man kayo nani pagsugod.
Yeah.
Diba? And that's
If
what,
you-
that's
if you
what,
compare the
one thing,
Exactly.
yeah. That's,
uh,
I guess, I mean, if, like, if pagsugod is abusive and then now abusive siya, then that's
yeah.
like a freaking red flag. But then, as people, we change and our
People,
our
we have
interests
weird-
and outlooks in life change, and it's up to you.
Yeah.
If you're like, if you agree with it, then gee. If you don't, then talk about it. And
Yeah.
True. And I don't know, like, that's why, like, I value our friendship in general, because it's like, that these people will really adjust for you in the most like not way. Like, they know that they're because they love you and they don't have any problem with it. Like, it's different. Like, you have different dynamics with different people,
Mm.
but with people that you grew up with, it's like they know nga ka na you're not the same person that you were in grade 6.
yeah,
And we're all quote unquote adults now. We're grown ups now. So how do we handle our grown up friendship?
yeah,
And it's nice that we're kind of doing pretty well.
Yeah.
You know, I want to say we're pretty wholesome.
Yeah.
So,
And interesting po, because like even though we're in the same barkada, like everyone reacts differently to each
Yeah.
other. So like there's a different
Exactly.
dynamic between each other. And
yeah.
like, I've said this before to the barkada, but like I think the reason why our barkada has lasted so long, regardless of like how many fights we've had, like the person
Yeah,
A and
we've
B
had a
nag-away,
lot,
the person
yeah.
C and B nag-away, and A and C nag-away. And at the end of the day, we know nga, if something happens to someone simba ko lang, or if there's a really big problem that's bigger than whatever is going on, we'll
Yeah,
drop
like, way
we'll drop everything and just be like Autobots transform.
Yeah, like
And
more
unite.
literally
Yeah.
assemble.
Yeah, assemble. And so I think we're very close knit in a way. Nga. We're not like super. It's like we're close knit, but we're not super close knit.
Yeah, like we're not like.
I get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
like,
at the end,
for me, I look at them as like my sisters. 'Cause I don't have any.
Yeah.
But we're not like the kind of we're like sisters because our like parents are so close with each other and we know each other like whatever.
Uh-huh.
Like no, like I genuinely feel that kind of bond nga murag because you know how we fight like family. Like we really fight like family.
Yeah.
And we live with each other. Like it's nice. Like it's not.
Chosen family. And I think that's something you two can relate with, son. I think kamo ang perfect example of
you
chosen
guys
family.
are the grabe.
Rio's a sister.
The way that Rio
Nagkatap
is
na
so
jud ko.
Like, I love that Neil's family looks for Rio. That's so
Oh,
cute.
in night times Rio nga mas pangitaon pa ka kaysa pangitaon si Neil.
I do. Of course, love Judy. Like Gabby is the sunshine of this household.
Pero wala pa din na replay.
Pero I'm a good substitute. Lagi time na kuan mag-dinner or something niya mo kuan video chat ang mama ni Neil niya ano sila. Asa man si Rio? Asa man akong anak niya? Ako kay, hi ma, kumusta diba?
Oh, that's
Cute.
Adopted
I love that. I love that.
friendships like that.
I've only want everyone to have that kind of friendship na kanang wholesome lang jud. Like,
Yeah.
we're good friends. There's no drama in good friendship, guys. And that's why like you know how kanang there's always that saying oh girls always have drama with their friendships and I'm like no, like we need to change that narrative. Girls aren't always dramatic. We are because we are dramatic, but we're not out to hate each other, you know. Like there are healthy relationships.
And
So
sometimes, you know, it's just wrong timing. Like, emotions are
Yeah.
high and everyone is like wild.
we have like
Yeah.
500 types of 500,000 hormones
Yeah.
and we only have like 1 week to be normal, you know? So like give us a break. It ain't easy.
I literally just
So much hormones.
I just finished my period and then I got a notification nasa ako ang
Yeah, and then you
app na
ovulate,
marag,
and then you're
your
freaking-
body is ready to ovulate. Now is the best time to like be fertile and something. I'm just like, can I just get like a breather like, for a while lang?
Frustration. There's too much.
Yeah.
So you're telling me I only have 1 week to function like a normal being.
As in, you know what? There are 2 days where it notified me, your hormones are on your side today. Like, okay, 2 days out
2
of 30
days?
Yeah.
I'm like, thanks.
Wow. Thanks for nothing.
Like, okay, I guess. The rest of 28 days, they're against me.
Yes, I'm crazy. Yes, I'm
Get-
off the.
Ay.
Yeah.
I cannot.
I mean, nakoy ganahan ikuan sa inyo ha, bakay since you guys made this wonderful scrapbook about us, which we love. Nya, kuan, like, ganahan ako i-throw back to ang mga questions sa inyo ha ba, like, for example, like, what's the one song that gets you going?
Yeah.
What's that?
Pop quiz.
One song?
One song that's right now?
Yeah.
I mean, I get like for me, my favorite songs always change. But dude, honestly, SB19's what? Is
Oh
still,
my
like,
God. It's a hype
like,
song.
I swear. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm just like,
Itong party end.
Yeah. I swear, guys. I don't know. For me, that's like my go-to hype song right now. Like when I have to do something at work and I need to like do something, I just go like Pagsibol EP by SB19 on Spotify. Out now, stream it now. Ikaw, Zar, what's your hype?
Okay, I have two moods. Like I have either a pop mood, like a pop hype song. Okay, no, three maybe because I have also a hip hop. Okay, so my pop hype song is it's only right now Levitating by Dua Lipa.
Oh, yes.
Like
yes, girl.
love that song so much.
That's our workout song.
Yeah, it is.
So God, I love that song. I love Levitating by Dua Lipa.
Oh my
And then like for me, I have this, like, especially before when I used to be flying, I need to pep talk myself because I get really like, flying can really drain you, and especially with like how things are. Like, I get so in my head about it. I don't want to do it. Like tantrums. Like I have that childlike version of me. Mag tantrums nga. Di jud ko ganahan. Like I don't want to do this. And then like the adult part of me has to like slap me in the face and be like, listen, you can do it. Like take it step by step. And by saying this, I have like this one song. Well, not really one song, but like I either go like intense, like hardcore rap. Like it's wait, where's my phone? 151. Is that the wait? Let me search for it because I don't want to be wrong. But
Fact checking.
151 Rum by JID. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I just got this from Mikey's playlist, but it's super like angry and I'm just like, yes, I can do this. Or it's Reptilia by The Strokes. That really gets me going. I love that song so much. Like the and I'm just like, I can do it. Yeah. And I'm just like, I can do this. And then like, marakog na ako sa bus and I'm just like pep talking myself. And that's what's playing. Those are my three like songs that get me going.
Yo, pep talks really help, honestly.
They do. They really do.
Like, Rio can vouch for me. Back when morning shift ko, I always jump around and tell myself, I got this, baby. This is my day. This is my day. This is my day.
Wait, but do you agree that waking up early in the morning just changes your mood?
It does. Like today, I woke up early in like a long time, and
And this amount of sleep you have.
See, Neil's just dead inside. He's like, I don't even know anymore. I don't know what sleep is.
We mentioned that sa kuan sa among latest episode na if he doesn't get enough sleep, snap city. Nya ako po kay, abi ni mo di ko mo kontra ni mo.
Yo, I snap cause you snap, you bitch.
Di, abi na ko nag.
You wanna go, bro?
Sige, kumbaga ta after ano.
Live Rambulan at the Sugarhouse
Again.
Yeah, but pep talk, dude. It like there's
I
just
love pep
something
talking
like you have
myself.
to pump yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, that energy, mura mo good siya mo apas. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah. Like you may not believe yourself now, but when you reach that point, you're like, okay, this is what I prepared for. And you're like, I can do this.
Yeah.
Grabe. Especially when I'm dealing with, I know that I'm like getting into a really challenging flight.
Yeah.
And like, I know of all the, like my head goes in 500,000 scenarios that could go wrong and that I could hate and that I would be bad. And I'm just like, look at you, okay? You've done this. Like, you've done this flight. Like, you did this before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You've been through this shit. Like, what could you not do? You know?
Yes.
And wala lang, like, and then I always think of myself like, okay, how bad could it be? And if it's really, really, really bad, like, I know I can come out of it alive. And I know that, like, I will always look at this, be like, I did that. Like, I survived that and I'm still. And it's just like this mental, like, you know, you're just hyping yourself up constantly. And it's just, I love it.
And don't underestimate the power of music para pang-hype ni mo.
Kaya.
True.
Like, Marco, kanang, you know, like sa boxing, like I'm in the lock.
Yeah.
Kanang,
Ikaw
Padung
si
sa big fight.
Eye of the tiger.
Yeah.
tayo ba? Like, freaking shadow boxing in my room.
Wow.
Kani, curious ko ba, unsa man, moasta ko sa ilahang worst smell, kay kita Rio, puso infection man.
Puso infection, you've been there.
I've been there, bruh. And I was there sa imong puso inspection, so like, I know what's up.
Oh my God.
He's the only one that understands this.
As in, na-shock jud ko nga same og answer.
PSA, don't touch your pusod.
Don't. It's the worst. The worst thing that will happen.
Na-shock jud ko nga no infect like first of all, nga
even
same
just
og
the name
answer
just
and of
made
all
me
the things, infected pusod.
Weird lagi kay pag kita naman to worst smell, Rio and I, we just look at each other and we're like, pusod infection.
That.
Yeah, but I'm gonna come clean. Ang ka-weird part sa pusod infection kay baho siya, but like disgusting.
Okay, that's you. That's your
you.
smell.
That's your smell. Like, like, don't get me wrong, it smells nasty, but for some reason, you know what? Let me just.
Oh my God. Okay, wait. I think, like, Dayot, you've witnessed. I think this is my recent, like, the worst smell. Katong when we were recording and then my flatmate was cooking and then katong like I felt like puking because she was cooking chicken and diba like I was explaining I love chicken. Chicken is my jams. But there is that scent of chicken, the raw scent of chicken when you're cooking it and dili siya marinated and it just has that scent nga murag it just smells like it's meat and it was. Oh my God, I don't know how to, like, just thinking about it makes me nauseous. It's the worst smell for me. The worst. Okay, I'm telling you, it's worse than lamb, and I hate the lamb. But chicken, like, murag, how do I explain it? You get what I mean, right?
Oh, kasabot ko, pero ang ako kay, I like it.
Ooh.
So I don't get this opinion.
This is like Neil's
unmarinated
pusod where he likes the infected pusod. And like honestly, my brain is still trying to recover from that statement where you're like,
no. Okay, let me explain. Kabantay ka nang for girls ka na ganing namoy earring and then kanang inyo limpyuhan niya. Di ba baho man na? Di ba baho man na?
Oh my God!
But nakoy mga friend nga women nga ilalimpyuhan lang ear but for some reason ilagay pon simuton ng earring and they're like nasty. But they
I get it though. I get those weird scents that you just kind of smell even if you know it smells bad. You just
I feel sick. I'm not okay right now.
That scent of the chicken, I will never, ever, like the whole flat smelled like it. Like mono kung mas mo prefer pa ko. Like how is this better smelling than buwad? Like someone tell me because it smelled disgusting. It smelled so bad. Like mura ka nang I can't do this. I can't. Like mura siya ka nang. It smelled like wet, like a damp trapo.
Oh, okay, damp trapo.
Oh, it smelled like a damp trapo nga gi-steam. Unya ang scent sa steam kay nag-wave around the flat. Unya mura ka nag KFC nga bago ra gilimpyo ang KFC and when you go into KFC you're like why does it smell so basa trapo.
I get what you mean.
You know, ilara jud like what joy sanitizer, why anything? It's just water and a rag and ilara na gi-wipe down like how many tables ago. And you go in and then it smells like that. That's how my flat smelled like and I hate it.
Ikaw, Liz.
I'm very bad. No. She's still not over this. No.
Why am I here? What? I want to leave.
Bitch, you can't. You're hostage taking, Lenny.
Oh my God. Okay. So, honestly, I don't know if there's a worse smell than this, but this is my default answer. It's okay because I've been to a public hospital CR, and you know that smell of cope and period. At the same time.
Oh my God.
And it's like it has fermented. Like it is embedded in the walls on the floor. No matter how much you clean it, you know that smell will stick in that CR.
Oh.
It's that smell of fermented poop and
Yeah, kana.
Oh my God.
Yeah, pilan pa dun mo ka nang warag ihi gamay, warag the
Napay
worst.
ang sugamay.
Oh, kana. Ang
It's
sud.
that smell, and oh my God, I hate that memory. I know. I hate that we're talking about this right now. I hate that I'm here. Hate that
Okay,
this is
let's-
happening.
Okay, let's switch the question. Juan, best
Bodily waste. General.
Body waste in general.
kanang best texture. Best texture.
Oh, I like Right.
Okay, Zara. Okay.
I love comfortable beds. Like the texture of just like I don't know how to explain it. It's like it just envelops you. Like and when you put your head on the pillow and
Yeah.
it's just soft and that's the best for me. That's the best. I think it's in the thread count. I don't know. I'm too broke for these things, but I heard the thread count makes a difference.
Yeah, it does.
All I know is when I'm really, really tired and like out of all the hotel, like everything that I notice in a hotel is always the bed, and that for me is the best texture. Like I just like the sense, like the sensation of everything, an experience, and that's the best. That's the best.
Yeah, especially if it's
And
new, no? Fresh.
Yeah,
Ay.
fresh and soft and enveloping. Like you're just.
Ikaw,
I'm there mentally. I'm there.
Yeah, I feel like she's actually picturing herself.
Come back, Zara.
Yeah. I'm back here into the reality. I think default soft, but I like you know how there's like a makeup brush cleaner and naa siya like edges nga. I don't know, it's not edges, but naa siya things poking out of it. Ridges or whatever nga. Like when you do it like that to your hand, it's like it feels like something's massaging you.
Yo, I think I have
I
that
don't-
now.
Like it's so yeah, guys, if you're listening to this, pull up a picture. It's so fun to just have like texture in your hand where like you're playing with a toy. Like it's rubber or silicone or something.
Yeah,
And it's like I don't know, it's just fun. It's fun to play with it. Even it's not a toy, but it's
Is this it?
yeah.
yeah, something like you see that kanang nasa kanang like nai kanang small holes. And then no, the other side. Like
The dots.
the dots.
This one
Like,
lagi,
nasa-
yeah?
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
one. And then namang gui uban nga like naa siya ingon na but like sharp, not sharper, but then like more prominent
like more
on
of
shape.
like bristly.
Yeah, more like bristly. And I don't know, it's just fun to play with, and it's just like massaging. Yeah, dalugod.
Di ba
Yes.
naman ay kanang kuan kanang facial nga cleanser nga na kanang
Yeah, kanang murag
Yeah, I had that before.
panakton.
No.
Yeah.
Mura po siya kanang ingad to, but like with many dots, like you scrub it to your face or something.
Oh,
Exfoliate, ana.
Yeah, I had that before.
oh, interesting.
Shalan
Okay.
lang. Skincare.
Shalan.
Sige, kuan na lang. What is the most important relationship advice na imong nakuha?
Ooh.
Let's get deep for a bit.
Pag-isipan. Pag-isipan. Otan.
Okay.
Most important. Daghan na ko important.
You go first.
Top of your head.
Sino ko? Oh my God, it's so cliche, but like, know your worth and kanang don't settle for people who think that you're not worth what you say you are. Na kanang, like, kana dyan nga, mauni akong ginapangayo ni mo and the person feels like, di mo ka worth ana. And then there's another person that's just like, more na imong gipangita. Like, it's a matter of like asking the right person.
Yeah.
Of like, like si Rio, ako inan nga, Rio, you know what? All I ask is you communicate with me your emotions properly. And Rio's just like, no, that's too hard. Unya mo na si Neil nga, that's all you need. Basic. Easy.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow. Like, thank you.
Like, you don't feel like you're taking too much space.
Yeah,
like you're taking
and
up
you
too
don't
much
feel like you're
space.
asking for too much. And that's all I'm asking, and it's still too much for you. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, oh.
I think na. Like, don't settle for, okay, fine. If di ka ganahan mo talk, then fine, I'll still stay here.
Yeah.
Marupok.
That's true.
Yeah, don't be marupok. Yeah.
Don't be marupok.
Yeah. Maybe, kana siguro, no? Don't be marupok.
Ano na lang ang quote.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ikaw, Zara.
Fine. Relationship advice.
The
Mhm.
best. The
best.
Yeah.
The
Pressure mo
best.
lang the best, eh.
Oh God. Oh. I think it's like in the vein of make sure that when you get into a relationship, you love yourself first, because I thought that I loved myself very, very, very much. Na I was really ready to be in a relationship na. But when I was in a relationship, it kind of revealed to me nga, no, like kulang pa di ay, because I still managed to allow myself to be treated that way. So kind of love yourself in a way where you know very well what you deserve, because if you don't know that, then you're just gonna be lost, and you're gonna allow people to step over you. And it's like I always compensated it with kaya man din ako, like I can do it, like this doesn't bother me, and then in the long run it does take a toll on you. So make sure you know nga kanang, okay, I know what I deserve, and be very firm about it. Because if you're not firm about it, then that's how you allow all the red flags to pop.
Mhm.
Diba?
Yeah.
Nga kanang, you need to really stand your ground, Jud. Because that's, if I learned how to do that, and if I learned to be like, okay, no, this is not okay, then I wouldn't have been pushed around, and I wouldn't have allowed, that relationship to get into that like direction. So guys, like seriously, love yourself, and make sure you know what you deserve. So
While you were
That's my
answering that, I just thought of something, and I think it's also communication, and
yes,
like communication wherein you're not just like listen to me, but then like being able to deliver your message the best way you can, and also you also have to listen, because again, like communicating isn't just about like talking, it's about listening and understanding the other person. Nga dili lang lagi gawas dayon sa pikas. It's like you have to understand where that person is coming from, and I think always just talk to each other when there's something that's bothering you. Don't wait nga mo pundo pa bitaw nga marag sige, let's wait and see sa mong button, and then I'll blow up.
and like with like the topic of communication, I noticed like how before when you're in these relationships, kusog kay ta mag-essay writing competition. Nga kanang sige, mag-essay writing jud ta, just to get our point across. Nga nang pinakataas nga message. Unya ang ilara i-reply kay okay, fine. Kaning inana, so you're just like, you think that you're communicating well enough, but at the end of the day, it's like, what jud mo nagkasinabot, no matter how long na imong 5 pages essay of how frustrated you are. If the person doesn't understand it, then he won't.
Doesn't want to understand it.
Then you're wasting your time.
Yeah. But also,
be with somebody where you don't have to write an essay.
Yeah. And I feel like for me, na-realize na ko nga, like, texting is not my, like, strong suit, because like, I read things nga, there are times nga I read messages nga, nagsyagit na siya nako.
Especially when you're
and then I'm just like, why are you being so rude? And then he's just like, I'm really just chilling out. Like, you're the one that's reading it. I'm like, okay, you know what? Voice note what you're saying right now. And then the way nga iyang giingon is really not the way I pictured it in my head. And so that's part of it. And for me, Kay, sometimes when I'm also, because it also goes the other way nga, they might also read it because, tensions are high. They might also read my message in a harsh tone. I always parenthesis, I'm not being mean, I'm not shouting at you. I'm really just saying my emotions, like I'm super chill right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because you could just assume nga wala siyang emoji, wala siyang
Yeah.
Wala
And
siya emoji,
sometimes-
wala siya din na siya
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah.
And sometimes in real life, when you're fighting, like, you actually laugh about something, and then when you put a
True.
ha-ha in a message nga, nag-away mo, you're like, you're laughing?
Ooh.
You're putting a ha-ha and a lol in the middle of your message?
Naghahaman ka niha.
What's so funny?
Mas funny. Crazy brain partners.
What's so funny? No, but really, like, when you talk, like, via call or like bisag voice notes, it's really it's such a big help when you actually hear how they're talking to you and not just imagining the tone of their voice. Kay, it adds more layers to miscommunication when you're trying to read it in that voice and that's not what they mean at all.
Yeah.
That's very true. Communication really is key. Yeah. In everything.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Relationships,
True.
friends, and romantic.
Kanang, what is your favorite self-care routine?
Napadaghan din itong question sa yatag nila. May nga na lang.
We can answer it quickly lang.
May pa one question na.
Slam book.
I know.
For me,
Down
self-care.
after the kuan thing.
My favorite self-care is going out on a date with myself. Like I said, I love that. Like, I didn't know kapoy ko jud kay nga flight because again, I don't fly as regular too. So when I did it, I was really exhausted. Nga wa jud ko naanad, and then working in a fake air environment where you're breathing fake air just makes you go woozy, like, So when I went out, like, it was just really nice. Like, I really enjoyed. I just AirPods on. I was listening to really good music, and it was just, I had no pressure to be anywhere. Like, I just went wherever I wanted to go, and I didn't have to think about if I'm being bothersome to another person. Kay basin na siya in lakaw, and like, it was just me. So self-care is always just taking myself out on a date, like spending time with myself and not feeling pressure to do anything because because I'm the type of person, I think we all are more tag maikot with another person's company nga, okay, does she have anywhere else to go, or do they have anything else to do, or like ganahan na siya mo uli. You have so many thoughts about, but when you're on your own, you're like, hey, I don't gotta think about any of this. Like, I can just enjoy my coffee, I can enjoy my food alone.
Like, wala kay agdon.
Kana.
Wala jud. Yeah, kana. It's the best. That's my favorite self-care. That and a massage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The best.
Ikaw, Liz.
Right now, what I've been doing, like, when my day is so tiring, honestly, I listen to podcasts, and, on Mondays, like, may pangtulog on Monday nights, you know what it is, the Sugarhouse podcast. Because
maglisten ko kaminaw nila before I sleep, because, like, I get so awake. Like, more ko, and it's just, I have so much fun. So I listen to them going to para more kog alive.
I don't know.
I listen to before I'm sleeping, like,
because for me, ganahan ko, like, because for example, when I'm with my friends, like, for example, sleepover or something, I don't mind it when my friends are still talking, and then me, I just doze off. Because I feel like, because I don't want you to stop talking, but I also don't want to move out of the room and find a quiet place, because I'm gonna be FOMO with whatever you're talking about. So So I'm gonna
Yeah.
be there for as long as I can stay awake and not miss out on as much as I can. But if I fall asleep,
Yeah.
I know I fall asleep to the beautiful voices of my friends.
Yeah.
I really love listening to pods, but like Mondays, I always listen to the pod Sugarhouse.
Oh, the
But
Sugarhouse.
Oh.
yeah, like before I sleep, I'm like, okay, na-upload na sila, so ready na ko matulog. But aside from that, which is really weird, I like listening to marag true crime-ish stories to sleep.
Bailey Sarian.
And yeah, Bailey Sarian. But there's this pod that I've not recently found. I think like 1 month ako naminaw niya. It's called Let's Not Meet.
Oh,
So it's like
Reddit?
stories. No, it's a pod. Like people submit stories
From
to
Reddit?
him.
Or let's not meet.
Let's not meet Let's not meet podcast.
Sa din na.
Kana mga real life,
Yeah.
strange
Yeah.
or just
Like strange happenings. Like for example, like a person will be like, okay, so while growing up, I was waiting at the bus stop, and this man, kay always na kumasi every day, and then one time he decided to talk to me and offer me candy and offer me to get in his car and whatever. But I felt like something was wrong. So like nidagan ko to my house, and he chased after me, and like ingon ana ang stories, and then so ang iyang ending closing remarks would always be like, so to that strange man, let's not meet ever again. Oh,
So that's your self-care. Kanang,
let's not.
that's my self-care. I swear, like, na days nga stressed kay ko, and then like I just lie down. I'm like, I need this type of content. Like, I think it's me trying to realize that my problems are not as big as these people's problems and traumas.
These are not getting chased, bitaw.
Yeah, and it's like, and the thing is, I'm listening to this while playing my Lola puzzle games, and like super intense ang pod, and it's like, what is my life sometimes?
Wow.
I should check that out. Let's not meet.
I'll link you that pod.
Okay, okay.
It's really interesting. I like it.
Interesting.
And ganun ko kaya,
I listened to. I was just gonna say I listened to Jeopardy while falling asleep. I'm hoping nga murag masul
the game?
the game. Yeah, in Netflix. There's a it's so calming. You have no idea.
Really?
So calm. And I'm
Okay.
like, wow. I hope I wake up.
Okay. Not gonna
That's my-
yuck
that's
your yum.
Time. Jeopardy.
Hmm.
Neil,
Alright.
are we going to ask our most favorite question?
Oh my gosh. Ako was like, may more questions
Alright.
sa lambak.
Lyss and Zarah and Rio and Neil. What are you grateful
Narrator
for
boy.
today? What are you grateful for
Wait.
today, guys?
Sige, kasi ganahan mo go first.
Yeah, I want to go first.
Atong mga
Wala,
guests.
sige, ako na lang mo-volunteer. Wala, ganahan mo
Si Lyss.
volunteer.
Come on.
Okay, you go.
Ako, ba't ikaw orders na lang?
Ah.
O sa
then I definitely laugh.
Yeah. So like, we brain fart sandwich sugar.
Yeah, let's sandwich.
Brain.
Okay, at the top of my head, like, I'm so grateful that we did this pod, and like Neil was like, let's make up, because I got to experiment with my colorful eyeshadow peg, and I'm like, okay, this is my creative thing today. So I did something new and fun, even though it's probably really wonky. I'm so sorry to the makeup artists.
No. For the record, everyone here looks so nice.
We look amazing, guys. Like,
Yeah.
kulang na lang ang laang. Like,
Kayo.
Let's go na. I'm ready. Free game pa. Next was, I got to go out and pretend life was normal for a bit, even though I just went out for groceries. That was funsies. And I'm so glad that before we recorded, Gab called me, and actually, like, during when we recorded, like, ni-call siya, motong, like, ni-blackout ka dito akong video. Like, don't call me first.
Yeah.
Tapos dugay na kami, wala, like, naka-call. Tapos busy, like, when he's alive, I'm sleeping, and when I'm alive, he's like,
oh, same.
yeah. So I was like,
I have
oh,
melt time.
yeah, I was like, oh, you video called me.
Oh my God. Steve. Literally, like, Mike and I haven't talked in like 8 days, and then he called me this.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, you remember?
You remember?
Right, I'm in a relationship.
Yeah, that's my top things for the day.
Oh, okay. Who's next?
Neil. LMNOPQR. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
And,
Naglibog bitaw ko. Thank you.
Yeah.
yeah, I think first of all, this podcast, like
Oh.
from fans to friends and friends and fans. Like, it's always crazy. Like I
Or
keep
fans to each
mentioning it.
other.
Like I've been big fan of Brain Farts, and then now, like I don't know, when was that? Last month we went to your pod, and then we did this finally. Nag-leave ko.
Right.
It's Thursday and it's already my weekend. I don't have work tomorrow, so that's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, daming for
Yeah,
time.
I'm gonna go to work a Tuesday. It's a lot of free time.
What?
Yeah,
That's a vacation,
It's
baby.
a vacation.
That's a vacation.
Yeah. So I'm really grateful for that.
Hope you enjoy your weekend.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do,
Yeah.
but I'll make the most out of it. And
Yeah.
workout in Rio. Yeah, I'm gonna follow it most of this weekend for sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Kita-kita lang buti na sa halo.
Yeah. And we work out, so that's something really good.
Yeah, congrats on
And
that.
we walked and run for 9 km. Let's go, Rio!
Yo. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, yun yung feeling bito. Like karon na ko like appreciation. I mean, I've always loved the sunrise, but like it's cuz I always sleep late, so I don't catch it. And yeah, now I get to see it every
You
day.
appreciate it more.
Yeah.
So I'm always grateful for that. And I don't know, just that morning smell and the morning vibe of everyone going to work, and then I'm like, my day is ending. Ha! Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's me for like the past 6 nights, I
Right?
swear.
Yeah. And just the podcast,
Graveyard.
like the whole thing with, Sugarhouse and Brain Farts, and the fact that we are creating every week, even though it's just a podcast. Yeah, I genuinely feel like the more we do this, okay, we open more opportunities, and we better ourselves, and the fact that we are counting our blessings makes us kanang, I guess, susceptible to new opportunities and just blessings, more blessings. Okay, we are more open to it. We are on the lookout, so
Yeah.
we receive it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Amen.
And- Yeah. I think to add to the creating thing, like it's great to be creating, but I also see the podcast as like a journal or like a remembrance of who we are in time.
Yeah,
Because
kayo.
we're always changing, and even for us, like to listen back to our like first or second episode, and pila ra to ka months ago, like literally
Yeah,
not even 6
exactly.
months, you can already sing. I'm like, my
Wow, I
opinions
get-
change a bit from this
Yeah.
one, and I think
So imagine if
it's
like we listen to it. I'm doing it again. Okay, continue.
It's a fun. I feel like it's such a fun way to document where we are in our lives, and
Yeah.
imagine like 5 years from now, then mag-reunion ta, and then if play like this one episode, it's like, who is that
True.
person talking?
True. And you make really good friends with the people that you guest. Like somehow you develop like this rapport.
Yeah.
na murag, oh. And then they'll remember you because, oh yeah, they were on the pod. And murag, you don't become just some random stranger that,
Yeah, right.
They
Ni
said
guest
hi, hello
one
to
time.
yeah. Like kind of like, oh yeah, I know you guys because we actually talked for like an hour or so.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah.
It's cute. Ikaw, Rio, what's your gratitude list of the day?
Ang ako alang kay everything na akong gibuhat today was very unique. Like, lagi. Like, karon na ta first time nag-jogging pagkadlawon. and it was super fun.
Yeah, and it was dark. Digito buntag.
Oh.
Dark.
It was dark niya. Kuan naabot jud ta sa sunrise niya. Unsa to kanang naabot jud sa point na ako magjog ko ako ra usa kay murag kapoy na ko I should just walk and something pero since nagkuyog ko ni Neil ganan ko na murag okay, I want to push myself further. So, naabot sa point na like, padung na dyan ko mo give up, pero murag, I can keep going.
Yeah.
And you did!
I did!
Aww.
Like, steps
I love
closer
that.
to our dream na mag-marathon.
Let's go!
Oh,
I love that. That's the beginning.
Yeah.
That's the beginning of getting into the habit of working out.
Yeah.
Because you when you feel like you're so tired and you still wanna push through, you know you're doing it right. So I'm happy. I'm proud of you, Rio. Look at you.
yeah. Thank
I
you.
love that for you.
Thank you. Yeah. Kuan, palit ko wine. We're still gonna drink wine. And yeah.
Wow.
And of course,
Country.
we're bougie like that.
Bodgy.
Wine in a mug.
That's class.
Hey, that's me. I drink my wine in the mug.
Oh, at least na wine.
Oh,
Yeah,
diba? Yeah. Sa tnaure lang, I've spent like, since nag-set na taog date na para ani na podcast, but like, I've been overthinking. Like, I'm an overthinker.
Same.
So I was worrying, like, what if like we're uninteresting or like kami doon ni like we
never.
don't have any like good questions or all that. Pero pasalamat ko na we've been talking for hours and hours and hours and we're not thinking about it. Like, we're not stressing.
Yeah.
Oh my
Once
God.
abot na,
I forgot we were recording a podcast. We were just talking with
Bagora ko
friends.
nila out sa time stop and I'm just like,
What time
where
is
did the
it?
time go?
God, bitaw.
Oh, it's 10.
I didn't even know we
We've been
recorded.
talking for 3 hours and a half.
Oh my God, 3 hours. Let's
How?
go.
Wow.
That-
this is our
How
longest
possible?
pod.
Longest pod.
Ikaw,
Aw.
Zar. What are you grateful for?
Oh, okay. So obviously, number one, I'm grateful. I think we all share the same sentiment. We're grateful to be here. Like, I'm grateful that this is our first guesting. Like, what?
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like when we started this pod, we never would have imagined that anyone would guest us anywhere.
It's like, excuse me, you know? And it's nice that it's with friends. And like, I love that people are asking us questions because we're always the one asking the question. So it's so interesting to receive.
It's
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
I mean,
Like,
it's nerve-wracking to be like, what are you gonna ask now?
Yeah, we're so used to
Yeah.
because we're so used to having the show like we have like a list of questions
Yeah.
or topics to talk about, but we've never been on the opposite side.
Yeah. Like,
So-
because you know what? Throughout the pod, I have been
Yeah.
worrying about what's next. Like,
Me too. I'm like, oh wait, what's our next? Wait, no, I'm
yeah,
not the host.
because you know how when we have guests, we're always like side-eyeing the pre-prod outline to be like,
And then
okay,
we're like,
what segue do we do? And I find myself looking at like, there's nothing there. Like, relax. And I'm just like,
All right,
okay,
you're the
what?
guest.
Okay, and someone
So many times through this episode,
yeah,
all right, I'm the guest,
And I'm like,
right?
okay,
Okay.
unsa ba usually ang next segment nila niya? Like, what do they do? Unsa ba lang? I need to relax.
we're
Na.
we are the producers of our pod. We are really
As in,
producers.
producer.
I'm really grateful. Like it's a nice feeling to wanna be guested on, like guested on
Guested.
with.
Period.
Like it's a nice feeling, and I don't know. It's like you guys always set such a nice environment for us to just be ourselves. Like we don't need to feel like,
Wow.
okay, the boy, this is my answer.
As in, like, wala na dyan ko pa-notice because of time, honestly.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm not with my friends, and it's nice. And my second thing that I'm grateful for is I'm grateful for electricity because you know what? Like I know I'm very spoiled here in Qatar. We don't pay for a lot of things that I would have worried about in us, and like sometimes I forget nga, okay, this is still a problem back home nga kanang people do live their life without kuryente nya kusog gihapon ang brownouts, and for like here brownouts it only happens because they need maintenance. Like it's never a countrywide thing, it's never like a barangay thing.
Yeah.
Like it's really just and they maintain our building really, really well. And wala lang, like, it was just one of those things nga I realized nga, I'm such a, like, I need to shut up. Like, it was just only 5 hours of walay kuryente, and I know I was, like, suffering because, well, it's also really hot.
It's hot.
And once you hangin, like, kanang, even if I open the window, it would just be like, I am in the basement parking. And, like,
Yeah.
So it was 5 hours of discomfort, but like after that, I'm like, you know what? That's nothing. Like, that's nothing. And like, I should just shut up and be grateful that I have the privilege of free electricity and free everything. Like, just shut up, I'm grateful for electricity. Like, I'm really, really grateful that I don't, like, I'm grateful I have it. It's a huge privilege. And the third thing I'm grateful for was my Apex game a while ago.
Oh, let's go.
What happened?
It was a really bad game. Like, it was bad, but I feel like I'm progressing in terms of like my aim because wow, I'm getting like into my Apex mode, but I haven't played Apex in a while, and I feel like every time I don't play Apex, I feel like I'm back again to square one. Like, this is the same thing with the progress thing. Like, I feel like, oh God, I'm back to where I was when I started the game.
Yeah.
And then I realized, like, no, I couldn't aim for shit when I started. Like, I was really, really bad. And now I could. Like, I damage in a really hard game where they move so much and they move too much. Like, it's chaotic. And like, a while ago, I was so proud of myself because I was using a pretty respectable gun. For all the Apexers out there, I was using the R3, and I used to be a Spitfire gal. And to put into context, Spitfire is like the baby gun. Like, you'll use it because it's easy to use, and you'll get the most out of it because it has a huge mag. So I used to use that, and I used to be like, oh, cool, I'm killing. And I realized, it's because my gun is like for beginners. So I removed my training wheels and I'm ready to fly. And I used an adult, like, big girl gun. And then I don't know, like, I was really proud. I was proud of myself. Like, I managed to.
Let's go.
I know. I don't know. I was just happy nga kanang the money was tracing. Unsay tawag ana, like tracking? I don't know, but I managed to follow his movement and deal damage every time he moved.
Whoa!
Your aim.
It happened once. I don't know if it'll happen again, but I like. We love to see it.
Yeah.
Like, look at me.
You're able to do it once.
3 things. I think in my last list of grateful things, I also included Apex. It's a part of my life.
It's who you are.
Who I am.
She is a gamer girl,
Girl, yes, but yeah, it's also like in our gaming episode, Liz, diba nga kanang like ni anak ko nga, it's such the learning curve is not even a curve anymore. Like, it's a corner.
Really not a curve. It's not a curve.
For us, for me to see us improve makes me really happy. Nga, damn, we used to play on PowerPoint and Club Penguin. Look at us. What you think?
Progress.
Background ani.
Daghan na kay kong utang ni Neil nga sige siya kagadog balo. And I'm just like,
Yeah, you never play
I'm
anymore.
too dead to play right now. But I'll play this weekend. I think after this week, because this week is just mind blowing.
Chaos.
Yeah, but
It's okay.
I feel like this weekend is gonna be chill. I think tomorrow nang last day of hecticness. I feel like yeah.
Oh yeah, because we have we're doing 3 days.
I know that's why I was like, this is such bad planning.
Plug.
Get out.
All right, go Zara. You're the expert at
Plugins.
ads.
Okay, so guys, if you wanna join in on the chaos, listen and stream Brain Farts on Spotify. We talk about everything, and we have really interesting. That's one that I love about pod. We have really cool guests, and of course, one of them was Neil and Rio. So they also talk about their Sugarhouse origin story and many things on the pod. So yeah, like browse through our playlist. I don't call the playlist. We have fun topics, and tomorrow we'll be recording a very interesting topic that I think everyone and anyone can relate, especially when we are now, quote unquote adulting. We're gonna do a podcast with Madame Ready to Adult.
I'm still not over her saying yes to us.
Yeah.
Like I was just like,
how
sorry,
could
do we
she
just shoot our
acknowledge-
shot and message her if she's game to be on the pod?
And like they should be close. Like wala should we really just
Yeah. Like I mean I'm a
Here we
mutual
are.
friend and I DM'd
and I mean
her.
mutual
I
friends.
was like, do you think she would be game and do you think
Yeah, and I
she
also
would just
asked
reject us?
her- yeah. So I also have a mutual friend with her.
Yeah.
Si Mark ba? I asked Mark, I was just like, do you think she'll be fine?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, she thinks she'll.
She's really nice though. And I was like, I yeah, but like, is she nice to us?
I'm excited. No, I'm sure in general she
I know.
seems really nice. especially on her
Unbelievable
blog.
lang.
She makes really good content.
Yeah, guys.
Content is amazing.
About adulting.
The things that she's
finances.
age.
Yeah. Like
So much
investment
knowledge.
and everything. Oh yeah.
So
Tune
if you guys wanna submit your questions for that, by the way, check out Brain Farts. Brain Farts. I don't even remember our Instagram. Brain Farts podcast,
Yes,
right?
yes.
There's no the.
No,
right?
there's no
Okay.
the. It's at Brain
Brain
Fart
Farts
Podcast.
podcast
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Yeah. We need to know this.
Okay.
You should.
At Brain
I
Farts
don't know where to
Podcast.
begin.
Yes. at
And
Brain
you
Fart.
guys
yeah.
have a Discord now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I'm the first one.
Leo was the first one.
I
to
know.
join.
I was
That's
like,
when
who is here?
Leo is he was on it. We didn't even advertise. Remember?
Yeah, it
we
was
just
at the end of the pod. We're like, oh,
Yeah,
do you
we
wanna?
didn't even make any visual aid. Nothing. We're just
They're
we
like,
just
yeah, Brain
mentioned it
Farts
out there.
Podcast. Okay, I mean,
Yeah, and then
Like, I mean, yeah. So we have a Discord channel. I just don't know what it's gonna be, but it's a lot of things. Again, it's a whole bunch of nothing and a whole bunch of
Yeah.
something. So
everything. Yeah.
it's gonna be fun. Zara's gonna
And we also
spend
have,
her
like,
gamer girl life there.
oh, you're gonna stream now.
There, guys.
Ooh, okay.
And we also have this art exhibit place.
Yeah.
So if ever you guys want to post your art, like we'd love to see
Yeah.
it. I swear. Like
Yes.
now, shout out to Gio,
Gio.
my schoolmate you before. We met because we were playing Apex, and then he just started getting into
The
drawing.
digital art, yeah.
So yeah, digital art. So he just started like this year, diba?
Yeah.
And then like I don't know, I love that he's sharing it on our Discord, because it's like I can't wait to see him improve even
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you're starting out, like it's a safe space. We're here to hype you up. Let's go.
Yeah,
Like,
right. It's
go.
just it's just a place.
Something.
Bit
Yeah,
Rio also doing her art.
Yeah, we also
Joe
have like a writer's room where people can just
Yeah.
dump in like the random writing exercises or whatever. Like
Every
I don't know. I don't know
Bahala na.
where we got these ideas from. It's like, Zara, you make rooms. I can also make
I
rooms.
think
Like
I
whatever.
only made like 3 stuff, and then when I came back, Dayo just created like 500 server
Like,
channel
there's
thing.
food recommendations, movie recommendations, TV show
I was
recommendations.
just there for the emojis.
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay, my role here is the emoji. Then
It's like,
suddenly, boom.
It's a whole thing of just I
Yeah.
don't know. It's a fun time, I guess. I hope you think it's a fun time.
Nice.
And also, kanang Kyla wanted me to or wanted us to make an article about you guys. So please watch out for that. Brain fart on featured on TLC, the Love
local
Club,
creatives.
or the local creatives. Yeah.
Guys, you know what? We're pirating your guests, baya. We're stealing
Yeah.
Kyla and
stealing
Aisel
Kyla
for
and
an
Aisel.
episode.
No, it's okay.
We're so happy. We're very happy.
Yeah, we are
And
happy.
then, I told Neil, like, Neil, malanghid ko daan na mga awat mo yung guest.
And we're so happy to have them. We're so excited.
Like,
Ato ko
Okay,
si Kalag si Manny.
Oh, shit.
Music talk. Music
I
talk.
would love to see it. I'm genuinely, I'd love to see it. I feel like you guys have a lot to talk
Yeah.
about that.
I feel like
Oh my god.
you could just dive
You
a
guys-
lot.
Oh my god, kabaw ba ka? Like
Yeah.
every time they wanna kanang sa atmos nila nga group chat, like they're talking about Succession, like I wanna join in and just join with that chat. Have you seen Succession na?
obsessed.
I
I'm
fucking
obsessed.
love
I'm finished.
Tom and Greg. Woo!
You can't make scrambled
You can't make a few scrambled eggs without cracking Greg something.
Greg
Basta,
something.
it's so
But-
good. Succession, it's the next big thing, really.
Succession is the next big thing. It's better than whatever the heck happened to Game of Thrones.
Yeah, for real.
Guys, please. And we'll do a deep dive. Neil, we should do a deep dive.
Yes. Oh, you know what?
You're updated, right?
It's done.
Updated, right?
It's done.
Go!
It's
Let's
done.
go, Neil!
Okay.
Deep dive.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. All right.
Go. I'm game.
Oh my god.
You know what? We should invite, this will segue to invite Kyle to do the deep dive because he's obsessed. Like, he's obsessed with Succession. So maybe we could do a deep dive with Kyle. And Manny's still ongoing, but I think he's game. But
Okay, Rio, you should
about
watch Succession.
Sige.
Okay, I have it in my hard drive.
guys, binge it.
Yeah, binge it.
Nindot
Like,
jud kayo.
I swear, like kami,
Nindot.
back when we watched it pag pandemic last year, okay, we tried
Yeah.
our best not to finish it in one go.
Oh, it's so
That
good.
good.
I finished it like in a week. And it
Yeah.
was shot on 35mm.
Yeah.
It was Grain Nation.
Yeah.
I love it. Succession is the
Next big thing. Anyway, Succession. Let's do that. And
Yes.
I feel like Brain Farts, we want to have you back, Sad. We want to do a Joe Legend episode. Like, we would also love to do a deep dive. Like, not necessarily Joe Legend, basta Filipino film, like what we do sa Between Walang Ningning, and we can do a dubbing episode or dubbing video.
So guys are gonna go to the
Shout out to Rio for that edit.
Oh, that edit was so good. Can I just
Thank you.
say, like, I think I saw it first thing in the morning, and then I was like, what is going on? I feel like I'm actually watching the movie.
Yeah, it's on our
God.
Instagram, Sugarhouse Podcast.
Please watch that. I used up my phone to
Yeah.
edit all of that, so it was all stupid. Pero thank you. Thank you
Wow.
for doing that, for saying that.
Yes.
Amazing job.
Anyway, closing remarks. Murag ka ng program ba? Closing remarks. Anyway,
Please
To-
make closing remarks a thing. Oh my god. Okay.
yeah. So, Lyss and Zarah, thank you so much for taking the time.
And
To-
looking so pretty.
Yeah, and putting the time to go on.
you
upload.
guys, look at that
Oh.
pretty.
We're
Guys,
also
look at
pretty.
yourselves. Yeah.
Za.
Amazing.
Stop
Look
it.
at us.
Look
We took the time
yeah.
to.
to your first YouTube video.
Oh, muna tong first.
no.
I feel like we would probably only upload a video if we do a Discord, like this type of thing, you know?
Yeah.
But so far, I think it's pretty good. Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah. Pretty great even. So
Wow.
thank you so much for listening, whoever you are.
You are.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yes.
for staying.
Thank you for staying, and follow Brain Farts on Spotify and Instagram and whatever, any socials. And kami sana,
Yes.
you better joke.
Follow them.
Yeah.
you.
Pero without, thank you, and we would.
Thank you for having us.
Having us.
Thank
I
you.
can finally see it.
Thank you for
I can
having
finally
us.
see it. Thank you for having us.
It's so weird to say, but thank you.
It's our
Thank you for
pleasure.
coming. Yeah, it's our pleasure. We are Brain Fart
Finally.
stands,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and we'll
We are
forever be.
Sugarhousers. We're Sugarhousers.
Thank you. It
Sugar
really
house
means a lot. It really means a lot.
Guys.
Okay, we look up to you guys.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, we do.
thank you, and
Likewise. Of course.
catch you next week.
Next week?
Yeah. Next Monday.
Next
Next
Monday.
Monday?
Bye.
Bye.